thought you started. Hello and welcome everybody to Good Game 1 College Esports Championship. This is me, Lucifer, and along with me is Edge. And this Valorant tournament is all about finding the rising stars and teams from colleges. And today is the kickoff. And with the kickoff, Edge, I have one question for you. How excited are you?
Well, first off, thanks for that beautiful welcome. And yeah, I am super excited. I mean, we have seen a lot of tournaments where we have seen, players that we already know, but we have never seen such a tournament. We need to find the hidden gems. I mean, there are a lot of hidden gems, and also there are a lot of underrated teams from colleges and also some schools, if I'm not wrong. So, it's hosting such a tournament. I mean, kudos to Good Game 1 first off, and at the same time, really looking forward to see what these players bring to the table. And at the same time, I am expecting some incredible and miraculous plays as well.
I agree with you, Edge. This is something that we wanted and all the people in the
Mhm.
colleges and schools were looking forward to, because at this moment for them, looking at the tournaments that's been organized and for pro teams be playing out there, they also want to get into that synergy. They also want to get in and put up themselves in front of those pro players and tell them that you
Mhm.
are not the only guys in the scene, but we are also entering. So with that coming through from these colleges, and we know there are a couple of players that we have been hearing throughout the scene from colleges who have been performing exceptionally well. And I think that's what we'll be looking forward to today as well. As we start things off, there'll be some teams who will have crazy strategies. There'll be some special players who will have their jets, their razors, all their duelist Rena mains that we'll be looking forward to, who will kick things off really well. But with this kickoff, what are your expectations, and what do you think that with this college tournament, is it going to match up to what we were thinking in terms of in a general pro tournament?
I mean, to be honest, I think it's actually gonna cross that, but Valorant defy the limits, and I'm pretty sure all these players, all these students, are gonna indeed defy the limits as well. But yeah, I mean, we don't know what to expect, right? First things up first, we actually don't know what to expect, and that's something
Correct.
both good and scary at the same time. I mean, we're gonna see some incredible plays, that's for sure, but we're gonna see a lot of plays. I mean, we don't know them yet, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna know, make their names known throughout India right now after this particular match, after these matches as well. And yeah, as you said, I'm looking forward to some Reina mains as well. I'm a Jet main myself, so
Mhm.
I think I might get some tips as well from these players if the way they play, and also some battle sages. And I do want to see a KO. I don't know, maybe it's a controversial character right now, so play having that character picked up might be a really good one. And also the maps, man. I mean, I really want to know what the current situation is in these colleges, the way that they think, because now we'll be looking at these amateurs and beginners. We're not looking at the pro teams, so we'll now be taking a look at all these amateur plays. So sometimes they are actually better than some of the pro teams as well.
I agree with you, but with that out of the way, let's head into the tournament structure. We'll be looking it off, and with the tournament's kickoff, we'll be starting it off with 48 teams in 8 groups. They'll be battling it out throughout into head into their the qualifier stages, phase 2 of the
Mhm.
tournament. So it's going to be a brawl with 48 teams and 8 separate groups. There's going to be a huge battle, and we know for a fact it's going to be all best of one matches that we'll be seeing. But
Yep.
you need to prove your metal in the chance that you get, and with 48 teams here, I'm pretty sure everybody's ready for that. But as we move on from there, it's going to be the phase 2, where we'll be heading off with the top 8 teams qualifying, and there will be 2 groups. That's going to be the phase 2 of this tournament, where they'll be heading on, battling it out, and then heading off to the playoffs, where only 4 teams end up qualifying from 48 to just 4. It's going to be a long journey and a gruesome one as well, and I'm looking forward to which those teams are and what those names that we keep recalling on a day to day, and I'm looking forward to what they bring on the plate.
Yep, through that, I mean, 48 teams, and then we'll break it down to 8, and then from there it goes to 4, and then obviously it's going to be 1. I mean, can only have one champion, right? So I'm pretty sure we're going to keep hearing, I mean, we're going to repeat some names, but the thing is, I'm looking forward to the names of the players rather than the names of the teams here. Like, I actually want to see who are going to be on top, not just as a player, but as a team as well. So, with that being said and done, the prize pool is pretty huge as well for these players, Lucy.
Yep, I agree
I mean,
with
if you
you. The
take a look
price
at it,
pool.
So it's basically 5 lakhs for the entire tournament. So let's just stick to Valorant for now. So that's gonna be 1,74,000. I mean, if you end up on top, you'll be taking home an amount of 80,000. And for second position, it's 40,000, and for third, it's 20. And apart from that, it's not just the top three teams that have a chance of taking a part of piece of that prize pool. We also have the some special awards for the players. So we'll have best player, player of the week, and best econ rating and best combat score.
There are a lot of prizes for up for the grab, and I'm looking forward to it. I mean, the way Good Game 1 has come up with these prizes, not just for the top three or even the fourth position or just one good player out of the tournament, they're going and looking forward to the teams, the players, and individual colleges who are supporting them to make sure, as an esports community in India, we grow as much as possible. And this is something that I personally was hoping to happen, and Good Game 1 is making that happen. This is something wonderful. And so there are weekly prizes, there's going to be tournament prizes. So colleges at this moment and teams themselves participating should look forward to grab all these prizes, not just the first place. Yes, that's your main prize up for grabs, but you should also look forward to the other prizes, your weekly prizes, your whole tournament prizes, either best player, the fair play award. All these prizes is just going to make the tournament even more spiced up.
Yep, definitely that is. I mean, I'm just a little sad that Good Game couldn't come up with this earlier, because right now I'm not in college anymore, so I can't participate.
Yeah.
But yeah, apart from that, I'm really excited for all these players. I mean, you can relate to that as well, Lucy. Not in college
Yep.
anymore,
I'm
unfortunately.
feeling
But
very bad,
yeah,
bro.
more about that later. But for now, we will be jumping into the map of Ascent. The first match, it's gonna be between DSU Panthers versus Loyola Angels. I mean, what are your expectations coming in? I mean, the map of Ascent, not my favorite map, to be honest, but we can see a lot of plays there. That's for sure.
I agree with you. I mean, Ascent is going to be a map that has been played throughout the community. I mean, I'm not sure why you don't like it, but the whole community, I can say for a fact that it's a community that has been played a lot often in
Mhm.
Valorant. And one for a fact, it's going to be a map for Sova. Sova's going to love this. His recon darts, his
Yep.
shock darts. This is something that I'll be looking forward to, whether it'll be DSU Panthers or Loyola Angels. I'm not sure, but whoever that is, and they will eventually make a mark. And as an upcoming Sova player, upcoming Jet player, upcoming Reyna or Phoenix, and I'm looking forward to what will be their strategies, because yes, these names we are hearing for the first time. I mean, people out there might have heard them as players as in terms of their own colleges, but in a tournament where we are seeing that Good Game 1 is organizing it, where this kind of an exposure is being given, this is something that we'll be looking forward to and how they will be able to pull it off. But in the meantime, let's head over to the agent selection screen and the match itself.
Yep, the map is gonna be Ascent, as we already mentioned, and it's gonna. I mean, like, if you take a look at it, DSU Panthers, they're starting off on the defender side, and then we have the Loyola Angels starting off on the attackers. And oh wait, that's mid user. Okay, I think I know that person. I mean, the player on the Loyola Angels, the guy who picked Reyna. So yeah, I mean, just take a look at the lineup. So we have Phoenix, basic, Omen, basic as well. Soa, as you mentioned, the map is like it's Sova's map, basically. It's Sova's hometown, and we have Jet and Reyna. So these teams are going in with 3 duelists, by the way. And on the side of defenders, that is the DSU Panthers, we have Sova, Jet, Omen, Cypher, and Reyna. So on the defenders, we do see a setup. On the side of attackers, we do not see one. So this might be an issue when the attackers switch on to the defenders side. But apart from that, I think the attackers might have a slight advantage here, starting off the match here.
Yep, I agree with you. This is going to be a defense favored map, but if with 3 attackers, if they manage to pull it off, this is going to be really amazing. As we see, the tournament and the gates have been dropped for the first pistol round, and you look at this, they're directly heading into the site. The attackers, they've started with a bang, and it's going to be Phoenix Reyna, as well as just entering the Jet from the defenders. Will try to fight, miss her right clicks, and it's going to be Monk. That's over, taking out Zephyr, takes one more as the Jet takes already Heaven control, but Smasher has answered as Reyna takes one back for the team, as Monk is still reigning strong, picks one, and lost his own counterpart, or his clone Sova will pick him off the board, and it's now to a 3v2 advantage on the attackers.
Advantage for the attackers indeed. And the Spike is done, and that's Beardo has been taking one Sharky right now, but Zephyr will be the one, closing things off there. And to be I think I do recall Zephyr as well. So yeah, I already know two players from this. I mean, this is the thing, like we are gonna see a lot of players that we actually know, but we actually don't know where they're from, and we've just played with them maybe in plugs, or maybe they're just in your friend list. But right now, we get to see where they're actually from and what they can bring to the table. Because right now, I mean, Medusa and Zephyr, I think I do know them. Sharky too, by the way. But at the same time, that was a beautiful round coming in from Jet. So you know, I'm looking forward to that particular Jet taking the operator. I cannot wait for the operator to get out on his hands right now.
I agree with you as operator. But it's going to be an advantage as Zephyr again does not stop, goes in, picks one. It's going to be BO2. The Phoenix picks one more. This advantage is playing really well for the attackers. They're going to pick one, and look at this. The Jet is not stopping. What a flawless and a quick round coming in from the side of DSU Panthers. There was no stopping them in that round, and it was fabulous. I mean, Zephyr as a Jet, we need these kind of Jets in the tournament, in a team itself. You saw him, he did not stop, took an updraft, went in directly with his tailwind, got control on top of the generator, and headed into heaven. What a beautiful play coming from him to get this and get the kill and start things off.
That was a really quick round, first off. I mean, what? I just blinked and the round was actually over. That Jet was absolutely on top of the other Jet. But yeah, I mean, now it looks like it's going to be a fast B here coming in from him. That's going to be the recon. He's going to spot out Smasher. But nevertheless, Shaki will be the one taking the first kill. But Zephyr really doesn't care. He's going to jump into his face. Gets the kill onto Shaki. He's down to 30 points of health. He's going to get taken down by Smasher anyway. So 1 minute 20 seconds on the clock. But Smasher's doing all the work here towards the B side. He's going to dismiss out. Gets back to safety, actually. That's going to be a 2v4 situation here. 1 minute 15 seconds on the clock. And the spike is actually going to get planted. So, okay, no, only a man advantage on the side of defenders. But apart from that, oh, wait, oh man, what? That's a beautiful game. What? Okay, what just happened? They just turned it around just like that. I mean, it was a 2v4, and then it was like a 2v0.
Edge, DSU has answers for everything. I mean, they were at a disadvantage. They were a 2v4 situation, and they were not even in terms of good guns. They were playing with their Spectres or something. Yes, PO2 got an upgrade, but for Loyola Engines to just push in, even though they had an advantage, they could have used a lot of their utilities, but letting go of their guns, it's going to be a hard eco or worse buys coming in for them. The Cypher, yes, he's there. He's trying to play with his traps or phases, but it's not working out. Again, you can see the fast one coming. Dark finds one, however. Shaki is spraying across, but misses a lot of shots. Zephyr makes the bet of it. He brings it back to a 4v4, but his position is not known. He sees the Jet, but a great leer coming in as Zephyr now has his position really good at Gen.
That was a beautiful flash in there coming in from, and that's going to be Smasher once again taking down Zephyr, pulling it back to a 3v3, but the spike's already planted. So Monkey will actually take out his clone on the other side. Now it's all on Zed with the operator there. That Reaver operator looks absolutely beautiful in his hand, but he's actually not going to take any chance right now, and Padmapriya will be the one taking out the Jet on the side of Loyola Angels. So that is really unfortunate. I mean, the economy was already pretty bad, and now losing that operator as well, I think they'll be forced into another eco here. But you know, that Reina's actually doing really, really good on the side of defenders there.
I agree with you. It looks like the Reina is doing the heavy lifting for the side of Loyola Angels, but nonetheless, it's just the start. I think DSU Panthers have gripped themselves really good, and they have 3 attackers for a fact, and they need to be very aggressive, and that's what they're not giving time for the side of Loyola Angels. They're just rightly heading into the map, and it looks like again it's going to be a B rush, a rush, a B rush. They're just making this work perfect, but with the recon revealing their position, this might make things difficult as they try and enter the site. It might make difficult, or will they go for a rotate is what we'll looking at those cloud bursts. They are going in for a rotate. The Rena is moving back, the whole team is running around, and it's going to be the Omen that they will have to meet, who's alone, but they need to be fast. If they miss their chance, it's going to be everybody going back to the A side.
I mean, they did make it like, look like a fast B push, but then Inferno with a beautiful headshot on the Zephyr, who was actually the star player for the side of DSU. But yeah, they were trying to make it look like a fast A push, but then they decided to just take back mid control and then make their way, depending on where they can get the picks. But that's going to be Shaki with the judges. He gets one actually. Wait, he did not get traded? Yeah, he's going to get traded right now because that's going to be BO2. Getting the kill on the side for that. Medusa gets one on towards the dark. It's going to be a 1v3, but never mind. Medusa gives Prime no chance in hell to, even have a fight there. So that's going to be a 5-0 in the favor of DSU Panthers, and Loyal Angels. They really need to step up right now, or else this looks like it's going to be one of those one-sided affairs here, Lucy.
I agree with you, Edge. This is something that we would have not expected, but nonetheless, it's something that we are also seeing for the first time. Maybe Panthers as well as Loyal Angels are facing off for the first time. I know in the tournament they're facing off for the first time, but with the play coming in from the side of DSU Panthers and a three-man attacker that they're playing, I thought there should be a disadvantage that they're playing. It looks like Sharky is being the first man that's going down, and his bullets are not connecting to anybody. Yes, he found a kill with a judge, but that's all I guess throughout the tournament. But in the meantime, Zephyr has pulling in, pushing directly into side. This time, Smasher finds him, takes him out. Inferno is looking forward to trade one, but will miss his shot. Does a little bit of a damage, but with the blaze wall coming, he's going to heal himself, and Inferno has to go back to help his team, but misses that out as Medusa and Monk. They'll just sweep this round again and again and again. DSU Panthers, there's no answer from the side of Loyola Angels. They're just walking away with rounds and rounds.
Yep, I mean DSU Panthers, they're absolutely clawing their way to the top. I mean 6-0 on the map of SN. They're on the attackers. I mean it kind of makes sense. They do have 3 duelists in their team, but I still expected, after the Cypher buff, I did expect that maybe they'll get at least one of these rounds. But okay, we see a pause being called in for the tech issues, but I don't see a pause coming in. That's really unfortunate for them. But nevertheless, it's actually just we're just gonna jump into the round. That's gonna be the recon once again, not revealing anyone towards the B side. It does reveal one of them, but Zephyr with a beautiful kill on the smasher there. He actually dashed an up drop, but what? Okay, Zephyr hit a beautiful shot, but then Sharky was like, I can hit those shots as well. So that's going to be him getting the kill on the Zephyr, but instantly gets traded up by Padmapriya, and Medusa gets one as well. And that's going to be the spike planted, Lucy.
It's looking very difficult for Loyal Agents to have any answers. Look at that. There's going to be a little bit of a shot or the first whiff that we see from Medusa, but nonetheless, there's Monk for a quick trade that he does. I mean, the team from DSU Panthers are playing, I would say, person to person. They're looking for really good trade games. They're just pushing things one after the other. If there's a person going and making sure there's another to follow up and not let any man behind. The side of DSU Panthers has a great execution. I mean, this is what you expect from a triple duelist push, and they're making it work. But for the side of Loyola Angels, looking at their positioning or in terms of the characters they're playing, it looks to be very similar, and I think that's where they're lacking in terms of what they're trying to execute. You look at the setup, it's going to be Cypher always who's going to be the first demise from the side of Loyola Angels. Every time they try to go in, DSU Panthers, they meet Sharky, who's right close to the site. Unfortunately, Cypher should generally be playing back passive a little bit, because he's the guy with those sentinel traps who will give information in case the Sova is not present in that position, and they're not making that work. Sharky is falling very fast, and I think this pause might be something that they needed. And if we go back with 6 rounds already in the bags of DSU Panthers, Loyola should have some answers as we go back and head into resume.
That is true. I mean, I think we're already back into the game. It's going to be 7-0 in the favor of DSU Panthers. But, once again, Zephyr with those aggressive posts coming in. Oh, wait, it's actually Dark with the Blaze Storm as well. Oh, that's a beautiful updraft and dash, but, he's going to get actually hit by the Hunter's Fury as well. Medusa will be taking on Dark, but Inferno trades him out, getting the kill on to Padmapriya, but now Inferno is in a really tough spot. It's an equal round coming in from the defenders as well. So this round should go into the favor of DSU Panthers, if I'm not wrong. But, Prime might actually just prove me wrong, because he just got another kill on the Medusa right there. That's going to be a 2v3 situation here. Man advantage for the side of Loyola Angels as of now. But Phoenix does have the running back available, and the Blade Storm is also activated on Zephyr. That's going to be Reina going down. Really unfortunate. The timing on that was absolutely terrible, Lucifer.
Very unfortunate. Going in for changing your gun. Very unfortunate. And the Jet, Zephyr is just on a spree of kills. This is the kind of Jet we all love to see, and Zephyr is already showing up huge for his team. That was a good round. They used up a Hunter's Fury to delay the push, and also took one person out. That's a really good kill coming in from them. But after that, they could not hold it. You saw the Reyna going in for a gun change. Very unfortunate. Zephyr just peeked, got that kill, and on back of it, the ultimate was used from the Phoenix. That was just a really good team game coming from the side of DSU Panthers to make sure they get the round even with the man disadvantage. But with 8 rounds in their bag, DSU Panthers look like they might be taking this map way too easily. Will there be answers from Loyal Engines as we start this 9th round?
I mean, the round begins, and I instantly hear Zephyr dashing into the side. That's going to be Medusa actually with the Impress activated and gets a double for himself. A beautiful kill on the Jet as well. That's going to be a 3v2 situation. Okay, 3v5 situation, my bad. But Zephyr, once again, man, he's in those places that you cannot expect. The round starts, boom, boom. That's the dash from Zephyr, and instantly gets a kill as well. I mean, he is just playing this, super fast. They're not letting Loyal Engines breathe at all. They're not giving them time to reset. They're not giving them time to think. That was a tech pause, but I really think that Loyal Angels really need to take that, tactical timeout right now. Because if it goes any further than this, I think DSU Panthers have it in the bag, 13-0. Because it looks like it's going to be a one-sided match. I mean, 0-9, you kind of have to think that. But at the same time, I still think Loyal can pull it back, but they really need the tactical timeout right here.
Yeah, they're losing a lot of economy. They're trying to fight it now with the judges. This might be a cheeky play again. Sharky misses a lot of shots. Medusa takes it, gets a overheal for herself, and this is going to get really good. Inferno finds a pick, but that layer will not give any information. Oh no, Medusa misses it, but that will not be Medusa missing after the layer goes, and she will find that kill. Padma Priya in the meantime, fake out, takes her ultimate from the shadows, goes to A side, gets a clean plant, and this is very unfortunate for the side of defenders. Yes, they took a man out. It's going to be a 3v3, but the spike is all the way at A. They might be able to cut off mid rotation. Yes, Dark finds one. Dark might be able to find one more. He needs to play really smart, but BO2 with that trade. What a play coming in, and Prime. He's looking for somebody who's lagging behind, but in the meantime, they're all making their way to A.
Yeah, but I mean, what was that? I mean, Padma Priya, that was actually really, he was calm and composed. He had the presence of mind to, teleport towards the A side and get that spike planted. Exactly what he did. It was a 3v3. Now Dark pulled it back to a 2v2. Now that's going to be the time ticking, actually. The clock is ticking, and I think that's actually a really unfortunate plan. But never mind, actually, BO2 will get the kill on the Prime, and also gets the final kill under the diffuser Smasher, who was actually trying to defuse the spike from a cheeky position. But, that plan, you kind of can defuse it, but at the same time that box is kind of penetrable, so that was really unfortunate for him. But I still don't understand why Loyal Angels are not going for the tactical timeout here. Do they not know that it's available, or do they just want to try their luck and see if they can make it back? They're down 10 rounds, Lucy. This is not looking good for them.
I agree with you, Edge. I mean, 10 rounds down, they know it's going to be the best of one, but with already 10 rounds down, it looks like the side of DSU Panthers are walking away with the victory. But yes, we're seeing the teams for the first time, and if they manage to pull this off really good, we'll be looking forward to. And with this update, this is going to be really amazing. Zephyr gets started, but in the meantime, his teammates find 2 kills. Padma Priya with 1 on that Jet. That's going to be their attacker falling down, even though they were in defense. They went a little bit aggressive, gets punished. Prime is at a very good spot under Hell, but if he does not get spotted, he might be able to pick off a few kills. He does it along with Inferno, but still the spike is on site and Inferno has a better position. Sharky comes in, Sharky finds a kill. He might be able to get an upgrade as well, but with his Neural Theft ultimate, he's going to reveal the position of the last 2 players surviving from the attackers. This is really good, but the HP is on an advantage for the side of DSU Panthers.
Oh, once again, man. I mean, for a sec, I did think that Loyal Angels might be, pulling this off. It's going to be the first round for them, but then the kill from Monkey there, confirming the round actually for DSU. And now Sharky, the only player alive, east towards a shot. He is actually not spotted. Oh, he's gonna miss this. Oh, that's just really unfortunate. I thought he was gonna get the kill on the BO2 and then make it really interesting in the 1v1, but then he just revved. That is really unfortunate. I think nothing's going in the way of the side of Loyal Angels right now. But it's okay. Maybe just a bad day, or maybe miscommunications happening in the team. But nevertheless, it's gonna be DSU Panthers. 11-0. First half, they're absolutely dominant, and looks like it's gonna be 13-0 if I'm not wrong, Lucy.
I agree with you. With the last round coming in, the buy still not looking great for the side of Loyal Angels. This might be another round going down the drain for them, and it might be a round that they'll be losing. And as I speak, Medusa will be getting a kill on Sharky. Again, as I said, Sharky is always the first man that's going down. But will find the first kill. But Padmapriya with a good trade. This is what we are talking about. The side of DSU Panthers have good trades, have a great communication in between their teammates, and eventually find an advantage even in a disadvantage.
Spike planted.
Oof, exactly. I mean, somehow they keep turning things around, but Monkey. Ooh, that was really unfortunate. Smasher going down, but it's gonna be BO2 to close things off. Prime will be going down in the hands of BO2's running back as well. That's gonna be a DSU Panthers ending the first half in 12-0. That is just dominant, and I'm pretty sure all the teams are watching this. And guys, take notes. You will be going against them, in the future as well. And DSU Panthers, they are a team to look out for already. And yeah, I mean, I already mentioned that I know a couple of players there. I know how good they are. So, I mean, they're proving me right once again. But anyway, let's see if the Angels can, maybe get a round, maybe get a few more, maybe even make a comeback. I mean, you never know. It might happen. There's a possibility. So I'm looking forward to that.
Possibility is always there, Edge, and I'm looking forward to the same. Now with not having a sentinel might be difficult for them, but looking at their aggressive playstyle, they might be going in for a poke. And look at the Zephyr gets a reveal of 3 people there. He's pushing and he finds a kill. He's going to maybe able to find another one. Smasher goes down very low, but will eventually end up with the pistol that was better in terms of the ammo. Gets that kill, but the team from DSU Panthers have answered. They get the trades. They get 2 people back off the board just for taking Zephyr down. That's answer that we need from the side of the defenders.
Yep, that's gonna be. Oh, wait, actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's gonna go into the favor of DSU Panthers. That's gonna be it. Medusa with a beautiful lesson on the smasher. They're completely diffing the rain over there. But yeah, DSU Panthers, well played. Lord Angels, actually, nice try there. I mean, you guys did really, really good. But at the end of the day, it's just DSU Panthers that they are the better team for now. And if you take a quick look at the scorecard, I mean, it's obvious that it's Medusa that's going to be on top. But Zephyr, he was the one getting those entry frags at the beginning. He has 4 kills, 4 first bloods to his name, 15 kills, 8 deaths. And if BO2 with 16 kills and only 2 deaths, that's a 8 KDR, by the way, Lucy.
Yep, there are a lot of amazing players from the side of DSU Panthers. So for the teams that you're looking forward to these matches, they need to worry about the side of DSU Panthers. Loyola Angels, yes, we can say kind of this might be an advantage for one team and a disadvantage for another, because none of these teams have looked at each other's gameplay. And I think the side of DSU Panthers were relied on their own gameplay and were commanding the whole 13 rounds that we saw. They were on top of it. They were not letting the side of Loyola Angels have any answers, have any outplays, have any kind of, I would say, game strategy in terms of utilities. Everything was being taken down. Yes, that cyber trapwire worked out, where we saw the new update will not let the Jet dash in and cut that trapwire. Jet did get stuck, but that kind of an information was used against the side of the defenders, Loyola Angels themselves, to get Sharky out of the board. That's just smart play coming in, keeping your teams right behind, keeping your teammates right behind for trades. I think that's what just worked out really from the side of DSU Panthers, and kudos to them to get the first match win. And look at their average combat score, their kills, everything is out of the board. They're playing really well. Padmapriya, whenever needed, showed up. So that's what we ask from the controllers, from the initiators, and from the sentinels. So that's the most of it. She did it at 6-2, but everybody else with double digits, they were rocking on this match. Compared to the others from the side of Loyal Angels, maybe not a great day, maybe they were not ready, and that's the reason they've not reached double digits, but very unfortunate. But the side of DSU Panthers, right, they'll be really happy, Edge. They just got a 13-0 on the start of the tournament. They'll be heading over to a stronger fight as they head into other teams.
Yep, I mean, the conference boost, he's going to be there. I mean, they're going to be riding the momentum as well. But yeah, we're talking about Padmapriya there, right? So she was there. She was playing good. She's sitting on 6 kills. But she was there for the team when we needed it. I mean, when they needed it, right? She was smoking at the right time. She was flashing. There was a couple of team flashes, but it really doesn't matter because, there was Zephyr and Medusa, they were just running in. They didn't give anyone time to think. They were just on their feet all the time. And you were actually right. Sharky, he was the first one going down. Maybe if he would have just stayed alive a little more. I mean, I did not see him use his camera even once. And his traps were his traps were good, not really bad. Jet did get trapped in it a few times. But nevertheless, him going down early in the round is really not healthy for the team, and that's exactly what happened. That's one of the reasons why DSU Panthers have actually walked out with 13-0. They took advantage of that, and yeah, they kind of abused it, if you ask me. But at the end of the day, it's all a part of the game, and they
Yep.
kind of are better at the game today, at least, compared to Loyal Angels. And Loyal Angels, nothing to worry. You guys have a lot of time to think right now. Maybe a bit more practice, and yeah, as Lucy said, maybe you guys just weren't ready. So I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna go back and think, have a group talk and pep talk, and come back stronger in the next match, I guess.
Yeah, but it's just about facing new players, new people that you've not seen, and that's what just happened in front of both DSU Panthers as well as Loyal Angels. On the side of DSU Panthers, they were just ready for the match. They were commanding, as I said. They were ready with their strategies, they were ready with their aggressive pushes, and they were making it work. On the side
Mhm.
of Loyal Angels, they were not sure about their strategies, I would say, because Cypher playing so close to his trap. Yes, I understand somebody gets trapped, you'll get a kill, but Shaki was missing a lot of shots. So maybe somebody else should have taken up the responsibility of killing the person getting trapped. So maybe that would have worked better. But nonetheless, we'll be going in for a quick short break, and we'll be heading into the second match very soon. I guess we have a couple of minutes just before we head into the break, Edge. So let's
Yeah, I
just wait
mean,
before we
me
head into the
too.
break.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I mean,
with the first match out of the way, Edge, what are your
mhm,
expectations? I mean, that was just an amazing start to the tournament itself.
mhm. True, true.
13-0 command. What do you expect from DSU Panthers going? Will there be an answer from other teams, or will DSU Panthers command the tournament throughout?
I do think there's gonna be a lot of, I mean, other teams answering them back, because right now they might be looking at them, and they might actually come up with strats as well. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure DSU Panthers, they have a lot more in the bag. So you never know what's gonna happen. They are gonna come up with a new strat, and maybe there are other teams who have better strats as well. And I know a lot of teams as well. I mean, not a lot of teams. I know a few teams and a lot of players. I am pretty sure they'll be putting up a really good fight against DSU Panthers, and I cannot wait to see that fight happening. I mean, I want to see those powerhouses go against each other. And looking at DSU Panthers right now, I think they can be called the powerhouse, at least for now. I am pretty sure we can call
Yep.
them powerhouse, because they've been completely dominant. They have been annihilating completely all the players of Loyal Angels. They had no answers whatsoever, even in a 2v4, when we actually thought that round was actually going to go into the favor of Loyal Angels. Phoenix and Omen pulled out a 2v4, Lucy.
Yeah. How? How did the side of DSU Panthers manage that? There was a lot of times. It was not just one round. There were, I guess, 3 to 4 rounds where we saw
Mm-hmm.
2v4s, 2v3s, where the side of Loyola Angels did have an advantage, but still ended up, I would say, they were a bit too overconfident, or they were very eager to go in and take those pickoffs. I think that's where they missed out the opportunity, that they had a lot of utilities to play with, a lot of information to play with. They should have relied on that rather than just relying on their gun, because we know Valorant, yes, it's going to be at the end of the day a gun game, but the side also has abilities. There'll be a couple of abilities they might be able to use it off. You saw with the 2v4 advantage, Jet and Phoenix being alive. Jet with her ultimate, Phoenix did have it ready whenever Jet maybe gave a call out, or they were just playing with each other, waiting for the right moment, and there was a right moment. First kill on the
Mm-hmm.
Rena, immediately Zephyr came back, and that's going to be BO2 popping his ultimate, going in and boxing the last person's, I mean, boxing the last person standing from the side of Loyola Angels. And the round again went back into the favor of the side of team DSU Panthers.
Yep.
DSU Panthers have a lot of strategies ready. And looking at the start they've given, I think
Mhm.
they've, one way we can see at this, they've given a little bit of their strategy that they're a bit aggressive, but on the other end, they've given kind of a warning for the other teams that we'll be seeing throughout the tournament.
Yep, true that. I mean, you're actually right. The synergy, the team coordination there, and the calls, the communication was absolutely on point coming in from DSU Panthers. They look like they know they know what they're doing. But on the side of Loyola Angels, they were kind of caught off guard. They were,
Yep.
in this kind of a mess, because they were not really understanding what was happening. The pace set from DSU Panthers was absolutely too fast for them to even process, I could say, because they were just
I
rushing
agree.
A, rushing B, rushing mid. They were not taking it slow at all. Doesn't matter if you are a man down. Doesn't really matter. We'll just push B. We are two man down. It's okay. We'll just rush into a side and try to defend the side from then. That's exactly what they kept doing. And if you ask me, I think it worked out pretty well for them because they they do not have a sentinel, right? So they kind of had to do everything on the side of attackers, and they basically did everything on the side of attackers. They completely went ham there with three duelists. That was exactly the gameplay that you guys need to do with three duelists, and that's exactly what they did. And that's why I just want to see the I'm kind of curious about the scorecard as well. Having that round difference of a 13
Yeah.
13-0, that's going to be a big plus for them, that's for sure.
Yep, with the 13-0 starting things off in the tournament of match one itself, they've they've actually got a huge leap here in terms of, yes, with the first prize, yes, it's going to be the first match, so let's not go there. But in terms of the best player, the weekly awards, so they've already hit that mark. So that's going to be something really interesting. But now we head into the second match of the day, agent selection screen. It's going to be the second match. That's going to be Icebox. Very interesting pick coming through. But the team's going to be SRM Ghaziabad Supersonic and the other team KJ Sumaya Hustlers.
Yep, Icebox. I mean, that's another map we usually don't see, but it's gonna be. I mean, we usually don't see in a BO1, right? We do see that in a BO3s and the BO5s, but BO1 we usually do not see the map of Icebox. But right now, it looks like these teams are comfortable playing on Icebox. And taking a look at the agent lineup, actually we have nothing selected, so we're just gonna wait for that. But okay, Icebox, it's a really big map if you ask me. It's really huge. There are a lot of possible angles to cover and hold. But okay, so KJ Somaya Hustlers, they are gonna be going in with Tudilist, Reina, and Jet. And they also go with Sage. I mean, Sage is kind of mandatory on Icebox. And once again, we see Sova and
Yep.
Omen instead of Astra here. So that is a pretty basic lineup coming in from them. But on the side of defenders, looks like they'll be opting for the Viper, and that is
Choose
something
your
I'm really
agent.
interested in. I really look forward to that. And KJ as well. That Sentinel is really, really OP. But they're not going to be going in with any initiator. But I think once again, I'm just going to put it out there. I think I know Kronos and War Machine both. So Kronos is really a really, really good player, but I don't know if he's the same Kronos. I'm just going to stop. But at the same time, Sage, KJ, Reina, Raze, and Viper indeed. That's going to be really crucial. I mean, Viper can really, clear out angles. But at the same time, Raze does have the Boombot and the Painters as well.
This lineup coming from both these teams, yes, I mean, as you said, you might know Kronos, but we'll end up seeing whether you know him or not, whether it's the same person. But in the meantime, a thing that I am worried about from the side of Team KJ is that they don't have a Viper. Viper on the map of Icebox is the meta that we have seen and has not evolved much. People still in the pro scene, in any other, even in the international Valorant tournaments that you see, KJ has been a dominant player here in the map of Icebox, and not picking that might be a really good advantage for the side of Team SRM. And if they manage to pull it off, kudos to them, because they have a Viper, they have two Sentinels as well. So they have a lot of, I would say, defense in terms of pushing players back from the attackers end. And if they manage to do it with their utilities, the side of Team SRM might be able to pull this off, similar to what DSU Panthers did, because they do have two duelists. As you said, no initiator. They might have less information, but looking at starting of defense, they have really good agent selections.
Yep, the agent selections are pretty decent on both the team right now. But I really want to see that Viper come into play. I mean, it's going to be Viper versus Omen, that's for sure. So first round. It looks like it's a pretty slow-paced game coming in from both these teams, and that turret is actually going to spot one of the players coming in towards the A area there. But they're on the defense, so SRM, they might have a slight advantage with that KJ and Viper lineup. But let's see how KJ Somaya. Okay, that's the name. KJ Somaya. Let's see how they hustle their way into this game.
I agree with you. How well Team KJ going in and attack. I mean, look at the strong setup. They're unable to figure out it. Yes, they're going slow. They're trying to look for mistakes from the side of Team SRM, I guess, looking at their pace from a match where we came, where it was so aggressive, it ended at 13-0, to a match that is so slow paced. But in the meantime, War Machine will find one all the way at defense board, will get dinged. What a beautiful shot coming in from the opponent. That's going to yield a lot of damage, but if War Machine gets a kill, can get an over him. But in the meantime, the spike is getting planted. This is going to be a really good one, but Blank will find a kill. Blank is going to be taking down his own clone. That's a really good start for the side of defenders, but Rusova managed to straight things out.
And that's a beautiful paintball coming in. I mean, it's going to be a 4v4 retake situation here. The spike did get planted, so we still have like 30 seconds on the clock. Kronos actually taps the bomb. It's going to be a revenge. Getting one. Kronos with a double kill for himself. It's going to be Kenneth's kill. Going down as well. It's going to be, okay, wait, who's this? Zerker. Actually goes down, and Kronos with a beautiful triple kill there. Oh, he actually managed to take down the clone as well. And I think he's playing Sage. But, you know, I think this is one of those battle stages that we have. He was frontlining with Sage in that retake situation, and he did absolutely all the work there for this team. Well, I mean, yeah, Reyna, I mean, Blank did land a beautiful shot onto the clone there towards the side of KJ Sumaya. But other than that, I really think Kronos was the, did play a crucial part in that retake there.
I agree with you. I mean, Kronos played a really crucial part for the retake. Picking 3 people off on a pistol on a post-plan situation is something really good. And this is what I said, not having a Viper, you don't have a strong post-plan situation. You have to rely just on the shock touch. But look at here, the Raze has pushed up very close to Nest, and I think nobody has any information. This can be a really good kill coming in, but the Omen will pick one. Raze can be able to pick 3 people off, will pick one, will miss a lot of shots, but no, will connect with 2 people. That's 2 people gone, as well as the Killjoy picks one, and now 2 people are closing in on that Raze and will get picked off as Connect will get on his second kill. But will they be able to convert this round, because they are on an advantage on the defender's end?
Yeah, I mean, man advantage is out of defenders, and look at Viper's position. He's in the flank. They are not suspecting this at all. Like, there are 2 players there. Oh, actually, Viper's gonna hear him. Ooh, for a sec, I did think he might have the advantage, but never mind. Kinexel will go down, and Satoru Sensei will be getting himself a double. A beautiful flank coming in from them. But yeah, that was actually a really good play from Raze as well. The trigger discipline was on point. That was really, really good to watch. But he did miss a few shots. That was pretty awkward, but he did make it work. A 2-to-1 trade, it's always good, Lucy.
I agree with you. I mean, yes, missing a shots, we feel bad, but getting 2 kills out of it, that's just something that the side of Team SRM wanted, and the Team SRM convert the round again. But with this full buy coming in from both the teams, I guess everybody has upgraded it. The side of Team KJ need to make sure they bring this round back. Otherwise, it's going to be a 3-0 and put them on another eco, and that's not really good. They will take down the turret. War Machine is heading in. He's checking all the corners. The team is together going in, but the side of Team SRM are not giving any information. There will be Killjoy and the Raze picking 1 kill, but that's all, as War Machine picks the Raze off as a trade. But look at the positioning from War Machine. He might be able to pick 2 people off. The smoke will prevent from getting their headshots, but nonetheless, the spike should also come down for their team.
Yeah, I mean, for the first time, we see the attackers having an advantage here. War Machine, a beautiful shot there, but he's in a 1v1 situation right now. Him against the Viper there. War Machine, his aim looks on point right now. He does have full HP. But Satoru Sensei is in a really bad position. The timing could not be worse. That's gonna be War Machine with a 4K there.
Very unfortunate on the timing for that. Viper, I mean, really good. Brought it back to a 1v1, even though the side of the attackers were on an advantage. Got the spike down. They could have played a close punch situation, but they were a little bit too aggressive in that round. Yes, got the round, but in terms of terms of economy, still not good. They will be going in for the buys, but it will not be great from their end because they just lost all the rifles except for War Machine. But they should be able to pull this round back, as the side of Team SRM will not be great in terms of their weaponry, as well as, I would say, having a lot of utilities to play with.
War Machine did do a really good job that round, and he did manage to save that weapon as well. But on the side of KJ Sumaya, they do have decent weaponry, but at the same time, the util does not look really, really good. But look at Blank's position. He could just use that leer and get out, but that's not. Oh wait, no, how? War Machine once again gets a beautiful double kill there. Oh my god, but Revenge once again gets the kill. Now it's all on Blank. 1v5 situation. Now I think there's no way he can do this. Yep, that's going to be a flawless round coming in from KJ Sumaya Hustlers. Did Soa just kill Reyna with a classic? Oh no, that's not good. That's not good for you. Mentally, at least, getting taken down by a classic when you have a really good rifle in your hands, Lucy.
I agree with you. I mean, Blank was at a really good position. Could have stopped the plant and taken a dismiss and went back and given his team to come to the B side and protect. I mean, not protect. I would defend the spike going down way before they go for a post plant situation. Blank was at a really good spot, but missing that out, his entire team went. I would say it's not his fault. He read the situation. There were a lot of people, but now with this eco coming in for the team, look at them. The side of team coach KJ Somaya Hustlers are not stopping. They're just running into side. Picked already 2 people off. War Machine is directly going into CT. He's on the second kill. He might be able to find the third. Yes, he's got his third. He might be able to find his fourth. One shot of an ace, but nonetheless a very good start and a fast round for them to get 3-2.
Okay, I mean, once again, really quick round coming in from them. And just like that, all 4 players have actually gone down. It's all on her breaks to try and maybe get 1 kill at least. But that's not going to happen. Another flawless round going into the favor of KJ Somaya Hustlers. Another 4K for War Machine. I mean, he's on top of the scoreboard with 10 kills right now. So I think, yeah, these are the same War Machines and Chronos that I know. I'm not really sure. Yet, I think that's the same Chronos. Not really sure about the War Machine guy. But at the same time, they're doing really, really good. I mean, the gameplay coming in from both these teams are absolutely beautiful to watch. But that was an eco coming in from SRM. So now it's going to be full buy and KJ Somaya Hustlers. This is the round that they're going to be tested, full buy round. It's the first full buy round going in head-to-head against SRM. So this is going to be really interesting to watch, Lucy.
I agree with you, Edge. This is going to be a full buy that needs to matter for the side of Team Supersonic. And as we thought, Kronos will find the first kill. War Machine will spot out. I thought it's going to be the Raze getting that kill, but War Machine will land that, get that kill for himself and get a overheal as well. Something that was not needed, but he will eventually... Oh, no, he did not. He did not. He let it go. My bad. My call. And now with that ultimate, yes, will deny positioning at B side. But look at the spike. It's at A. Kronos will manage to get the kill. This is going to... Yes, they've divided themselves from the side of Team KJ, but they need to make sure that they get the spike down. They are attackers, and if they lose people, that's going to get difficult. But War Machine is right on a track of the Viper, and he might be able to find, but no, Satoru Sensei will pick that kill off, and it's already disadvantage for the side of Team KJ Somaya Hustlers.
The 2-man advantage of the side of SRM right now, and KJ Somaya, there's not looking good for them. Only Jet and Sage. Sage will actually be getting that ultimate off, and he's making his way back towards the mid, where already Jet has already sneaked in towards the B main area, where Viper has actually used his ultimate. That is not looking good. I think he's gonna be hurt. Yeah, they're gonna hear him. But I don't really think that they can plan. There's no way. I mean, you kind of have to get the kill on the Viper. And Revenge, this is gonna be the and he actually managed to get the kill. Okay, now this is doable right now because Reyna is low on health as well, but Sage does have the revive, and even Rage God, the Sage on the side of KJ Somaya has revive as well. But I don't think that revive can be used right now. But on the side of defenders, that revive can be used, and he's actually healed Reyna back to 4 points of health. It's gonna be Revenge getting the kill onto Blank. Oh no, Revenge, beautiful headshot on the zombie, but he's gonna get taken down by Kronos. Now it's in a 1v1 situation. That is a really bad positioning coming in by Kronos. I think he'll just stick the defuse right now, and it's gonna be the round going into the favor of KJ Somaya. But that was actually a really... Oh, actually, that's gonna be the kill for Kronos as well. That's a beautiful 4K coming in from him. But that was actually a really good round coming in from SRM as KJ Somaya. They did manage to almost pull off a 2v4. But yeah, I mean, that revive coming in from Sage, I think that was the turning point there, Lucy. So yeah, basically a really interesting one, that revive, I guess.
Yep, Kronos played it really well, Edge. I mean, baiting that ultimate to get the round, very important. They were on a disadvantage. The side of Team KJ did have an advantage, but pulling it back is what the side of Team SRM needed, and playing it really well was the side of Team SRM. And Kronos, for a fact, look at this lurk coming in now from the kill Viper will get a kill, but now his position is known. He needs to run away from here, but War Machine will not let him run away alive. As that kill gets picked off, it's going to be a 3v4 as Revenge picks one more, and it's all up to the last 2 players surviving from the side of defense. Will they be able to pull it off? The side of Team KJ Somaya Hustlers look really angry. They are picking everybody on the side. In the meantime, Killjoy on the rotate will be able to pick off Revenge. But the spike is all the way at B. Why are they not going in for the plant? Yes, they're going in for the kill, but if this does not work out in their favor, they're going to feel really, really bad about this round.
They are gonna feel bad about this round indeed, but War Machine is gonna make sure that they feel good actually. So that's gonna be another 3K coming in from him. I mean, War Machine, he either gets 0 kills or he gets 3 or 4. There's no in between. This guy is an absolute beast right now. Looking at the side of SRM Gazias, I mean, the economy is not looking good as well. That is really unfortunate that this might be another eco round or maybe a semi, or maybe just a pistol upgrade by round for the side of SRM. So this should be a really easy. This should be an easy round for the side of KG Somaya Hustlers. But let's see. You never know. I mean, you never know how these eco rounds go. But that wall is a beautiful wall coming in from Viper. Kinda disadvantages for Blank because I think he had the aim towards the mid. So I think that was a bit of a miscommunication there. But apart from that, that's a really good wall there, Lucy.
I agree with you. That's going to be a really good wall, and pistol rounds kind of tend to work out for a couple of teams, but here it looks like it isn't, as Revenge as well as War Machine are picking off kills on the opponent. This is going to be the spike as well coming down, and there is a lot of ultimates for them to play on a post-plan situation, but War Machine says that's not needed. We are good with our rifles, picks one off, and it's all up to Kronos, the battle sage from the side of Team SRM. Will they be able to do it? Yes, he has a pistol. He has also a Marshal to play with. This is his first shot, but I think that's going to be his last shot, as the Omen is picking this round back to back. And side of Team KJ Somaya Hustlers, even without a Viper, they're making this map work really beautifully. What a play coming in from the side of Team KJ Somaya Hustlers. And in terms of creds, the side of Team KJ are really strong, because initial rounds did go through for the side of Team SRM, but eventually all the rounds that we are seeing right now is going the way of Team KJ, and Team KJ are really good in terms of creds. But now coming back to a full buy round from the side of Team SRM, they need to bring it back. SRM is the only battle stage that is doing the heavy lifting. Yes, a couple of players are picking one kill, but they're eventually getting traded out at a disadvantage.
True, and that Hunter's Fury, okay. How can that is really unfortunate, man, but that was not supposed to happen. But War Machine once again gets a kill on the zombie. Yeah, that is a zombie. That's a beautiful kill there, but that's going to be the spike planted. 45 seconds on the clock. Oh wait, yeah, the spike did get planted. He actually got the kill on the Reyna there, but yeah, what will be 4 situation right now. Kronos with 1, and Kronos once again, as you mentioned, it's a battle stage right now for the team. He's down to 21 points of health. He gets another one as well. Rage got really reviving. Revenge there. That's gonna pull it back to 2v3. War Machine, a beautiful head. So once again, as I mentioned, War Machine, he never gets 0. He never gets 1 kill. He either gets 0 or multiple, like 3 to 4. And Satoru Sensei is not even looking at the right angle there, so he's gonna get taken down by Rage God. That's gonna be the 6th round on the board for the side of KJ Somaya Hustlers. But nevertheless, SRM, they're doing a really good job. I mean, Kronos is actually leading the team. But I think they just need a bit more coordination there. All the other players, they kind of need to play around Sage. I know it's kind of weird to say that all the players need to play around Sage. But, if one of your players is actually having a really good day, I think it's okay to play around him, although he's playing the character that's actually meant to be a support.
I agree with you completely, Edge. I mean, Kronos is having his time here. He's getting those kills. He would have got a kill on War Machine as well, but eventually was going to check an angle. But this is what the side of Team KJ are finding timing. They're just working in terms of where the opponent is looking at another angle, trying to check something else and making things work. Yes, right now the attackers have lost one body, but still they may be able to convert, as Viper had no information. The Sova will pick one, and mid is being completely taken over from the side of Team KJ. Get the spike down as well. Killjoy will spot one, but will not be able to land the kill, as War Machine will take out Kronos. It's all up to KJ, but the Sova is going to pick that kill, and it's going to be another round the side of Team KJ are just walking away with.
KJ, they are on a roll right now. I mean, they're just riding the momentum right there. But SRM, they were really good, at the beginning of the match. They were looking really, really good. But after that, I think KJ, Somaya Hustlers, they completely destroyed the confidence that they have. After that particular 2v4
Sage.
or 2v3, I think that was. I think, the confidence on the side of SRM Ghaziabad Supersonic is completely broken. But, it's just the, it's still too early. They're only 4 rounds behind. Nothing's lost yet. But you kind of need to be on your A game. And one thing to notice, KJ Somaya Hustlers, they always drop the spike. For some reason, Maybe they're just confident, you know. Okay, that was a really good play. That was a really good dismiss coming in from War Machine, but Kronos once again gets a kill under revenge. That defender's lockdown is gonna push all the attackers back. That's gonna be a 4v4 situation here. But take a look at War Machine's position. He is just waiting for that push coming in from SRM Kazia. But then actually he might be getting the kill on the Kronos as well. Really unfortunate. The star player for the side of SRM has gone down, Lucy.
Very unfortunate. I mean, War Machine has a really good angle. I thought if War Machine went for a peek, Kronos would have it, but Kronos had a lot of angles to check. He had to check nest, he had to check pipes, he need to be worried about main itself, and War Machine just took an advantage of it. He peeked rafters, where generally all the attackers go for the first floor, and got a kill. And again, Blank missing a lot of shots. Will connect his shot. Irony, but that's going to be a fact, as the side of KJ Somaya Hustlers let the race survive for a quite little bit more. But that's not going to yield them a victory, as KJ Somaya Hustlers will pick that off, and that's going to be another round in their bag, and it's going to be the last round that we'll be heading into. And the last round, I'm not sure if the creds are really good from their team, because they did force the previous round, and as I said, the creds are not good. They're going to go for half shields. They're going to try to get as much as better weaponry for them. But the side of team KJ Somaya Hustlers, look at them. They can go for an operator, 2 operators, and even have guns beside them to play the round. Just like they were dropping the spike.
I mean, that spike once again, man, that is giving me a bit of an anxiety. But yeah, I mean, it's working for them, so why not do it? So it's going to be a 5-round lead going in into the final round of the first half. 5-round lead, Lucy. That is something we usually don't see, and sometimes that's all the team needs. And War Machine, he's already inside the Viper's ult, and he did get the kill on the zombie as well. But look at Kronos' position; it's really good. But War Machine once again gets two beautiful spray transfer coming in from him. But he's gonna get taken down by War Machine once again. A triple kill for him. I mean, as I mentioned already, right? War Machine never gets one. He gets either 2 or 3, but that's gonna be heroic. So actually, he gets the kill. I mean, although he was dead. He gets a kill with the boom bot there. Now he's, another Reyna, actually, that's Blank. In a 1v2 situation. Zed has already taken a spike, and he's making his way towards a B-star right now. That's going to be the Empress pop on Blank as well, but I think War Machine suspects, yeah, he's going to hear him, because the gun change has already gave up a position. War Machine once again with a 4K. That's the third 4K in the first half, by the way, Lucy. 3 4Ks. That's a really good, confidence boost coming in. And he's sitting on top of the scoreboard with 24 frags and only 3 deaths. And so basically, SRM, they won 3 rounds. War Machine has 3 deaths. So basically, every time War Machine dies, SRM wins the round. So if War Machine is alive, KJ still have hope, right? I guess this makes sense.
I agree with you. I mean, that's going to be the analyst part of it, where the side of team SRM need to look at. I mean, if they manage to take down War Machine, I think they will be able to bag around. Now with already a huge advantage for the side of team KJ Somaya Hustlers, and without a Viper, they make their attack work. And for a fact, we were thinking why the spike is being played so far away. They're not carrying it through. Only for the sole reason, if they lose a lot of people, they rotate very fast, and they know for a fact that the opponent would have come to site in terms of a retake, or at least give their teammates positioning that can be better working out for them. But now, with the defense on the side of team KJ Somaya Hustlers, all they have to do is look out for the attack coming through and get picks one by one as War Machine start things off. This is going to be their entry fragger going down, as Kronos, who was the person who was doing a lot of damage, gets one more kill. There's going to be the Sova. Look at this team playing together, and it's going to be the last person stuck. He's behind Nest and eventually gets spotted out by Rage God, and that's going to be the last person standing. And also giving away a flawless on a pistol round just gets their economy boosted to get guns already online for the side of team KJ Somaya Hustlers, and they can just go into 11 as well as match point in just another round.
I mean, that round, I mean, at the beginning of the match, I thought we were going to see a really close matchup, something like 13-10, 13-9. But somehow, KJ Somaya has made it look like, it's a one-sided affair once again. But at the beginning of the match, we thought, or at least I thought, that SRM might actually put up a really good fight, and now they actually are. Oh wait, never mind, that's the kill from Sova of KJ Somaya Hustlers. Once again, Connect. Skull gets the kill with the goddamn ghost. Instantly creates out War Machine once again, following his tradition of getting multi-kills. He gets 2, he might just get the 3rd one as well, but I think Jet will be the one stealing that kill away from War Machine. So no more kills for you, because that kills belongs to Revenge. That's going to be another round going in the favor of KG Sumaya Hustlers. That's the 11th round on the board. And now they're only 1 round away from match point and 2 rounds away from walking away the winners. And I think that would be like a 10-round difference. That's going to give them a really good confidence boost as well, Lucy.
I agree with you, Edge. I mean, it's going to be a huge confidence boost that the side of Team KJ Somaya Hustlers will be walking with. And War Machine, somebody needs to stop him right now, because look at him, 28 kills and made a huge investment of a Phantom in an anti-eco round and made it work. That's just amazing to see. But now it's going to be the full buy. Revenge was a little bit too aggressive, goes in, but eventually goes down, gives away his life. Maybe a disadvantage, but look at War Machine, makes it an advantage, gets it in terms of trades. Zerker gets spotted here on pipes. He might be able to go down very soon. He needs to go out of that position, but he eventually thinks that he can stay a little bit longer there. Kronos will manage to find that kill, but in the meantime, War Machine on backstab will get tank out, but Satori Sensei and Kronos still alive, will pick it and let it all on the hands of Connect Skull. And Connect Skull is trying to make it work.
Yeah, it was a 1v2 situation. He didn't manage to get one of the kills. Then did drop the spike as well. I think he knows Viper's position. He might be able to pull it off. It's going to be 1v1, but Kronos, the positioning was just too good. And the timing was also not in the favor of Omen there. So, that's really, really unfortunate. But that's a really good round coming in from the side of SRM Ghaziabad. Once again, they're showing us what they have in the bag. And, I think the duelists, that is Raze and Reyna, they kind of have to step up a bit right here. They're sitting relatively low on the scorecard. Ooh, War Machine with an operator there. This is going to be really, really interesting to watch, Lucy. I mean, operator, I absolutely love watching operator plays. You can do a lot of things with this. So, yeah, at the same time, the SRM team, they're going to be pushing it. They're going to be walking right into the crosshair. I mean, right in the scope of War Machine's Ion operator there.
I agree. If somebody is going to come here, War Machine, looking at his gameplay and his aim, he's going to be able to do a lot of damage, and he takes down his own clone. That's going to be their entry fragger going down. Yes, they do have one more, but that's going to get difficult. The Viper on the left side might be able to take War Machine down if his position gets a little bit compromised. Yes, he's on top and he's going to pipes. Now his position will be known. Viper needs to play this, and yes, he's going to get that. But look at the hold from Connect. Connect was not ready for that peak. He goes down, but Rage God is right there. He will not go in for a trade. I mean, they are at a disadvantage. They need to play a little bit slow, and they also know for a fact that if they lose this round, they lose a full buy round, and they would have to go for an eco.
True that, and at the same time, look at the attackers, man. They already made their way towards the B side, and the spike is going to get planted. Revenge completely caught off guard and drilled the thematic of Kronos. Actually gets a kill and gets another one as well on towards the Sova there. Now it's all on Rage God trying to clutch this one before. That's a bit too much to ask. Maybe get one kill, or maybe just go down instantly in the hands of Elric. So that Ion operator is going to deal 150 damage with that shot, and yeah, I think they're going to drop it back. Actually, to Jet. No, wait, not Jet. I'm really sorry. I think he might just give it away to Reyna or Viper, if I'm not wrong. I mean, having it on Viper is good, because you cannot have this on duelist apart from Reyna or Jet. If you ask me, the operator looks kind of slow on heroes on characters like Raze and Phoenix, I think. Just because of, they're the duelists and they kind of have to be the ones entering into the side. But apart from that, Reyna and Jet, they are the ones who usually pick up the operator. So it's kind of like the hypocrite edge speaking. But yeah, nevertheless, it's going to be Ray sticking to the operator. So let's see what he can do with it.
I agree with you. I mean, operator is a really good gun, and yes, in terms of HP, which is Reyna and Jet, it's going to be really amazing. But what is going to be amazing is Kronos picking off Revenge. It looks like SRM Ghaziabad is slowly making a comeback. War Machine gets a kill, but that's going to be Hellwreck. Rexer? Yep, he's going to pick a kill with his operator. That's a beautiful kill. Trading it out really fast and with an advantage. They also have an ultimate to get the resurrection back online for one of their teammates. But look at the position of War Machine. He gets a kill. He takes a dismiss, times it perfectly and manages to go back. But look at Pipes. It's being taken over from the Killjoy, and it's all up to the last two players surviving who do not have great weaponry to fight this off. But slowly Connect is making his way into the site. He might be able to catch the planter, but the planter is at site, and Connect and Viper will miss each other. What a play coming! What? Viper? Okay,
That was
that's
yeah,
lucky
that
shot,
was
man.
unfortunate.
Lucky for Viper.
Yeah, that was a bit of a luck coming into play, but sometimes you do need that. But KJ Somaya, the only player alive right now, is going to be Sova in a 1v2 situation. He does have 2 shotguns and a drone available, but I don't think that drone is going to be of any use right now. And Viper's position is really, really crucial, and the Boombo will be spotting him. And, oh, it's actually going to be Hellraiser with that beautiful shot with the operator there, getting the kill on the Sova. And that's going to be the 6th round on the board for the side of SRM Ghaziabad. Supersonic. And it kind of makes sense now because Viper on the map of Icebox on the attacker side, it makes more sense rather than on the defenders, right?
Yep.
You kind of can clear all the angles, and the wall will be of really, the ball actually plays a really crucial role. But that ball, I think he just messed it up a bit right now. But yeah, let's see how he puts that to use. Because right now, Supersonic, they are going Supersonic. They're only 5 rounds behind KJ Somaya Hustlers. They understand they only need 2 rounds to go, 2 rounds to walk away with the map. But SRM Ghaziabad, they're not going to make it easy. They're just going to keep making it tougher and tougher with every round passing by. And War Machine with one, Zerker with another now. 2-man advantage for the side of for the side of KJ Somaya Hustlers, Lucy.
Yep, that's going to be an advantage that they wanted because they're so close to the match point. They need to convert it, but the KJ will pick a kill on Zerker. War Machine is going in. War Machine will lose the battle as the Killjoy will pick one more. Satoru Sensei picks one, and it looks like the side of team KJ Somaya Hustlers are just falling down. Their hustle is not working here. Right now, in terms of HP, I would say the side of team SRM Ghaziabad are not that great, but they do also have a lockdown to play with, and they can possibly clear the site off and go for the plant. But with their slow execution coming in, it's going to give a little bit of a wrong information for the defenders. As you can see, the Sage has already ran away to B side to hold it off to hear for some information if the spike is coming down.
30 seconds
but
left.
I think they're trying to bait out information. This is not working with the Jet. The Jet is holding a really good angle on A main, and if the side of SRM, either the Killjoy or the Viper walk in, they'll be going down. They need to find a time perfect, and I guess they found it. Look at KJ and Viper pushing in slowly. The angle is not being held anymore from Revenge.
left.
This might be the spike coming down, but now it's going to be Viper who might fall down. Yes, he does. The scope does work in the favor, but the Killjoy, as I said, has a lockdown, needs to play really smart here. But 2 people getting boxed from spawn as well as Raptors. Very unfortunate for Zombie there. He goes down, and that's going to be the match point round that the side of team KJ Somaya Hustlers wanted, and fortunately maybe the last round that they head into the next one.
Match point.
Yeah, I mean, the timing did go into the favor of SRM, then maybe that's exactly why they could get the plan. But on the other hand, Revenge, he heard it. He heard that, he heard that footsteps, and then he landed the shot on the Viper, and that was actually a really crucial shot. If you would have missed that kill, and if Viper took down Jet there, that would have been really hard for the side of KJ Somaya to retake the side and also defuse the spike. But apart from that, it's going to be the final round. Potentially the final round for the side of KJ Somaya Hustlers. And looks like SRM, they are going to make their way towards the A side. It's going to be a fast B A hit going in. But there's 2 players on the side of KJ. Kinexco with a beautiful shot there going onto the Hellraiser there. That's going to be the man disadvantage already, but they do have the revive available. But I don't think he is in a spot where he could actually use that. So, this is still looking good for KJ Somaya. And Sage actually might go down here. Oh, wait, never mind. He's actually going to take a bit of damage, but that's going to be a hit. War Machine with 2. Rage with 1. Kinexco with another 1. That is an absolute beauty of a gameplay coming in from both Omen and War Machine there.
The side of team KJ Somaya Hustlers will be really happy that they managed to close it because they were really close. They were about to win the match and eventually let the round just become a comeback for the side of team SRM. I mean, very unfortunate that they started making a comeback slowly, but they realized their mistakes where they were falling off. They were losing players, and eventually it ended up being a disadvantage, and they brought themselves back. But at the last, it was a fight between an Omen and Sage that we were just seeing. Yes, everybody else was faltering the side, everybody was going down, but eventually it was just up to the last two players standing, Connect as well as Kronos, trying to fight it out, both of them missing a lot of shots on each other. But I think that's just the hunter's fury that was in between, that they were able to miss things out. But nonetheless, a really great victory for KJ Somaya Hustlers. Read their opponent. Yes, SRM started off the match with points in their favor, but KJ Somaya Hustlers made a comeback. But in the meantime, I would say the core player from the team of KJ Somaya Hustlers, War Machine. Look at him. He was at 28 kills and 3 deaths. Yes, eventually on the defense he started going down, but still 36 kills. I mean, what? War Machine, I understand you put that name, but certain times give the opponent a little bit of leeway, because that was just a battle sage you were trying to fight with. Whereas everybody else from the side of Team SRM could not have really good answers. Yes, Hellraiser did play really good in the operator that he got in the second half of the match, but they were a little bit far away with the 9-3 split coming through. I think the comeback was a little bit far from what they imagined.
True that. I mean, take a look at the stats here. I mean, Chrono's a really good average combat score when you pair it with. I mean, consider the fact that he's actually playing Sage. 293 is absolutely. It's just brilliant. But War Machine, 517, and an econ rating of 281. I mean, that is gonna be really. Something that he's going to keep in mind. He's going to remember for a really long time. 517 average combat score. He's making his run for those special awards, the best combat score and the best econ rating. He's on top right now for both of them, if I'm not wrong. And also maybe the best player as well. 36 to 8. That's like what, 4.5 KDR right there. That is absolutely insane. He completely destroyed the Reyna on the side of SRM Ghaziabad Supersonic. I mean, that Reyna was just sitting on 2 kills. Maybe a bad day for him, and at the same time, War Machine did not let anyone else get kills. He was stealing the kills, and he did steal the show as well, Lucy.
I agree with you, Edge. War Machine just stole the show. I mean, every round, every play, every gunshot, every bullet coming out from War Machine yielded a kill for their team, and I think that's what they played it really well initially. With their slow play that we saw in the first 2 rounds, that's just amazing to see a team from a slow round to complete execution to get a victory. That's what you want to see. You want to read your opponent, understand what their play style is, their characters, and how they manage to pull it off, because having a Viper is going to yield a really good advantage. Whether you're in attack or defense, it's going to help you out, and you need to be smart. I would say on the defense, the Viper utilities were not that great from the defense. If they managed to pull it off a little bit better, they would have a great chance in pulling a lot of rounds in defense where they should have done it. And attacking, you saw they were putting off a really good fight in front of KJ Somaya Hustlers. They would be able to go into around 10-12 maybe, but losing a lot of rounds in defense costed them, and that's the reason I guess they went down here. But nonetheless, a really good fight from both the teams. Kronos, as you mentioned, put up a really huge fight, being that Sage, and came up strong and huge for his team. But on the other end, a duelist coming on top just means your team is going to go down. I mean, if it's going to be a battle stage on your team and the other team as well, it'll be an equal competition, I would say. But if a duelist versus a sentinel, you expect who to come on top, and that's what I guess happened in the second match.
I mean, we're only done with 2. We still have 2 more to go, and this is going to be the third one. VIT Chennai Bears versus Jim's Trailblazers, and it's going to be on the map of Pine. And talking about Pine, that is my personal favorite map, Lucy. I mean, that map is just too good. You have the teleporters there, you have the hookah, you have the showers there. You can do a lot of sneaky plays. You can do a lot of aggressive plays at the same time, passive aggressive. You can just camp if you want, or you can just rush into someone's face. And that Heaven and Elbow, actually, Heaven on the side of A and Elbow on the side of B, are 2 crucial hotspots where we usually see a lot of fights going on. And that's kind of a place where we see a lot of control. The team who actually has the control of that area might actually have control over the site as well, because that thing completely. You can watch from Elbow, just in case, if you can watch CT and also the site, and also hookah and long. So you basically cover the entire side just by having the control over the Elbow. Same goes for Heaven. I mean, you have a CT, you have showers, you have side, you have a shot. So if you have the control of these 2 positions, you have the control of the entire side, if you ask me.
I agree with you, Edge. I mean, as you mentioned, heaven and elbow being crucial spots if you hold it, and that's the reason that we call bind is going to be a highly defense favored map. There's no mid for you to do outplays. There's only going to be two sides that you can execute. There's going to be a B hookah, there's going to be B long, there's going to be A main from bath or showers, and from a shot. So these are the only four entry points for the attackers that they need to be smart on. And if they manage to pull it off, it's going to really look good, because eventually, as we have seen how Valorant has turned up, yes, you might end up saying this might be a defense favored map, this might be attack favored map. At the end of the day, it only becomes how the team plays, how your team plays together, what kind of utilities you have on site, what kind of teammates you have on site, and what kind of strategies are you playing with. Whether you're playing with a composition of a trade game or whether you're very aggressive is what we have to look at. But in the meantime, before we look into what happens in the match, let's look into the agent selections. What these teams will be picking. And Jim's Trailblazers have their soft locks, but a quick lock on the Brimstone, that's going to be, I would say, one of the fastest picks on a controller, that too Brimstone.
Yeah, Brimstone. I mean, we haven't seen him being picked a lot these days, because people are just opting for Omen and Astra. But Brimstone is one of those heroes who can actually be really, really good post plant as well. And he can clear the side with Molly, and that post plant, the ultimate, man, completely. I mean, there's no way you can stay in that. You kind of have to escape that. You have to get out of that ultimate. But yeah, Kaide locking onto the Jet. Jet, a classic pick on Bind, one of my favorite as usual. But yeah, looking at the soft picks, I think KJ, Reina, and Sova will be the final locks coming in from Jim's Trailblazer. But on the side of VIT Chennai Bears, I see Raze picked up. That is another hero absolutely important for the side. I mean, for the map of Bind. And I see a Reina, which
Yep.
I usually, I wouldn't pair with Raze, but I think it's okay because they're not going to be opting for Omen. They are going to be opting for the controller, who is Brimstone as well. But they do have the Sentinel that's going to be Cypher actually, so that's a really good thing because on the side of James, we do have a Jet, but it really doesn't matter anymore because the buff, you're going to get trapped no matter what. And yeah, we have a Sage, pretty basic once again. Noah sticking to that Reina, so that is something I want to see. Noah versus Dizzy, that's going to be really important, but no initiator on the side of VIT. So when they switch, this that's going to be interesting to watch when they switch. And at the same time, it's going to be really interesting to see what Sova brings to the table here on the map of Bind, because I would actually prefer Breach or Sky if you want to stick to the initiator. Yeah, I mean, you do have a lot of lineups, and also the Hunter's Fury plays a big role on the map of Bind. So let's see how it goes, Lucy.
I agree with you, Edge. I mean, Sova is going to be an OG agent that we have seen. A lot of people have looked at his clips from a lot of content creators, from a lot of pro players. I think that's what is coming. But eventually, we have also started seeing that the meta has been changing. But as of now, the three matches that we are seeing, they're leaving one or the other agent from their picks, and might be they work it out in their favor or not. But we have to look at this now. The side of Team Gems need to look forward to go for an attack and entry into A or B side. Looking at their stack, it looks to be a short push coming through. They'll make sure to get a reveal on one person, but that person has rushed into showers, leaving them open at lamps.
Ooh, that's gonna be the first blood actually. Sage gets the kill on the Sova, gets another one as well. Obviously, gonna see another battle Sage because that's the Sage from VIT Chennai Bears. He is an absolute beast right now. He gets 2 kills, completely puts, applies Braid to the side of Jim's Trailblazers. That's not looking good for the side of attackers. But Drag, he tries to get a few shots there onto Brim, and I think he successfully did as well. That's gonna be 50 seconds on the clock, and the spike is actually retrieved by Brim, but it's looking really, really grim for Brim right now. He's in a tough spot with that spike. Cypher is going to be the only one holding on towards a B side, and the spike is actually making its way, and we see KZ actually calling for the admin, so I'm not really sure what's happening here. Maybe a tech pause going in, maybe some issues. But yeah, that's going to be, after the round. For now, it's going to be Rain. Oh, wait, he just used Dismiss. Okay, that's really unfortunate. I thought he was actually going to go for the heal. But nevertheless, Reyna gets the kill there, I believe. Nope, he's gonna get dropped. Boom, headshot coming in from Drag, but Genesis, he does have the spike. Oh wait, did he just take down the cam? Never mind, he did not. Samuel gets the kill there onto Genesis, Lucy.
Look at this play from the Cypher coming in. This is what we were talking about in the map of Ascent that we saw the first match. The Cypher was not using a lot of utilities. You just need to play passive, and I'm pretty sure the attackers will end up either rushing or either try to play smart and play slow and go into a side. If your Cypher is ready, you'll be able to catch people off guard really well, and that's what Samuel did here. Yes, the jet from the side of Team Gyms went AFK. It does happen. Sometimes it does happen that somebody gets DC'd. We know, we are all online. It's not a LAN event or something. So eventually somebody will get DC'd, either a power issue or a net issue. But hopefully he should be back soon. We are going in for the next round, and this should be something that the side of Team Gyms need to be worried about. They've lost their first round, because of which the anti eco round might go in the favor of VIT. VIT, really good setup from them. You saw as soon as the pistol round executed, they went in with three smokes from Brim. I thought that might be a difficult play coming in from the side of Team Gyms, because I mean, sorry, from the side of Team VIT, because using three smokes, Brim does not have regenerative smoke, so they might have lost all the smokes and might let the side become completely open. But here, a slow game coming from both these teams. They're looking for which position to go in, but looking at the buys coming through, I think it's going to be VIT Chennai taking it out. The Cypher Kama spots Genesis there, the Brim, and now it looks like they want to head over to B long, but there's a lot of traps and utilities placed from Cypher, just like the previous round.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a bit quiet this round. It's I mean, side of Jim's Trailblazers, they're kind of trying to switch things up. But ooh, Drag will be dropped to 70 points of health there, and that's a really good shock that coming in from Soba. And this is what he brings to the table, right? But yeah, Nova gets one, and Drag will be taking the kill onto Soba and getting the revenge for damaging him. A lot with the shock dab, but Killjoy, beautiful headshot onto Samuel with a classic there, right click. But we have Zed AFK there, which is really unfortunate. I think he disconnected. And Brim is just waiting. Is he waiting for the timer to run? You can just kill him, brother. You can just kill him, brother. It really doesn't matter anymore. Because this round, he's done and dusted. And he's going to let him live. That is unprecedented, uncalled for. But yeah, I mean, wait. You got to wait, Killjoy. You got to wait to pause the match. Yep. Wait. No. Genesis. Wait. Why they're gonna? I mean, you kind of have to wait for the round to, Yeah, now you can pause, guys. So, yeah, that was another good round going into the favor of VIT Chennai. But Jim's Trailblazers, that was an eco, right? So it really doesn't matter, even though he was AFK, and the timer is pretty weird right now, Lucy.
Yeah, the timer also, I guess, went AFK in between, so it's running in minus. But nonetheless, that round, I guess, Heinsberg, he's a cunning fellow there. I mean, you know what happens if you survive a round in a disadvantage. You lose creds, and that's what Heinsberg decided, let's just leave the opponent as he is, and we'll just make his creds lose out. And because of which, it might not affect a lot, because it was going to be a complete eco, or it has. I think there's going to be a ghost from one of their teammates, and I think that's going to be Jet. But now I think the timer is back again. It's proper. It's active, as it's timeout active. But now is the round that the side of Team Gyms needs to plan. Yes, their first two rounds, their Jet, their main entry fragger, who can get a kill, dash away from a position, and reposition in a different spot and get even more kills, was going out. I think that's where they had a disadvantage. Now I think they have a really good chance of coming back. They've just lost two rounds. It's just the start of the match 3, so they have a long way to go to make it 13-10, 13-11, whatever the score they want. But VIT Chennai have a little bit of a confidence boost, because how things started with a War Sage getting those kills, I understand it's the start, but that just goes to say that one of their players or a couple of their players have precision aims. And if somebody has that, that's going to get you better when the opponent does not have a lot of utilities. But again, saying it again, it's not going to be only a gun game, because there's going to be a lot of utilities that the defense as well as the attackers can use. But now the time has been resumed, and eventually we'll also be starting the match as the gates will be dropped. But in the meantime, Cypher is really looking good edge here. Cypher is playing on his utilities at par and making sure his team has a lot of information to play with.
Yeah, but I mean, this Cypher, he's playing it really, really smart. He's playing off of his utils, and he kind of understands that, if the Cypher dies, all his util dies as well. He kind of has to stay awake, stay alive. Stay awake, I don't know why I was about to say that. But yeah, he kind of has to stay alive till the end, just because he's trapped. But that's going to be a beautiful headshot coming in from Saison to Killjoy there. Wonderful shot coming in with the Marshall. That is just crisp. That was satisfying to watch. But yeah, once again, Trailblazers, they have been put on hold by Sage yet again. And keep in mind, this is a bonus round going in for the side of VIT Chennai Bears. So, even if they lose this round, they really wouldn't mind. But, if they win this, that's really a big disadvantage. And wait, Sage's going to land another shot. Never mind, it's going to be Soba getting the kill on the 11. That's going to be a 4v4 situation here, 50% on the clock. And the spike is now making its way towards the market and might actually make its way towards A side as well. That's a really good sassel, but never mind. I think they've heard multiple people towards the A lands, but Cypher is still alive and kicking towards the B side here. And Jet, his position was not known. That's a beautiful dash coming in, and Kaide will be getting the kill on the Samuel. That's going to be the spike planted. 40 seconds on the clock. Oh no, don't do that, Genesis. That is not something your team would be happy about. But yeah, nevertheless, Reina is on low points of health. The Drag will be going down as well. 2v4, Lucy, any chance? What do you think?
Very difficult for them. I mean, nonetheless, it's going to be a round, as you mentioned. It's going to be their bonus round that they'll be playing with. Maybe try and take a couple of rifles down, deal a little bit of an economy damage on the side of Team Gyms. And that's going to be a good game for them. The good full buy that they managed to destroy in terms of economy. And yes, Heinsberg is looking for that. This is what I was talking about. Let him go out. He might be able to go for another buy. But look at him. He's going for that exit frags. He's understood there's going to be more people coming out of that position. A lot of shots missed from Genesis. But eventually, he'll manage to land it. But Heinsberg made it really costly. They lost 4 people. It's only 2 people who survived with rifles and 1 not even a shield. So this was a really costly round for the side of Team Gems. VIT Chennai, on the other hand, made it really work. And now with the full buys coming in for their team, they should be able to bring rounds back again.
That goes there.
True. That was something that they needed. But once again, I think we have a technical issue here. So, one of the players disconnected once again. But yeah, that is just something we have no control over. But you know what? We have control. I mean, what at least the Cypher, he does have the control over the B side completely with those, tripwires and also that cam, man. The cage was actually, that setup was actually beautiful. But having Jet dashing on top of the tube, that was the only thing that actually messed the entire plan for him. Otherwise, I thought that he might actually get 1 or 2 kills pretty easily. But at the same time, Gems, that was a really good round coming in from them as well.
They needed a round a lot. I mean, they lost the first 2 rounds. Their player disconnected. They needed to answer back to VIT, and that's what they did. But now it's going to be their, I would say, last full buy if they don't win this, because the side of Team VIT managed to make it too costly. As I said, the economy is not that great. But same goes for the side of Team VIT. They need to play it smart and not let go of players really soon. Either play for a retake or either play it later. But look at this positioning from Samuel. Samuel is now playing with his utilities. This is a lot of shots, but Drac will find Killjoy. No, he finds another one on Genesis. Again, Jet gets trapped twice and will get concussed, as Sova will be the only one picking up a kill, and it's all up to the last person surviving. His position is pinged. He's trying to fight it out as much as possible, but picks up 2 kills, and that's going to be the last, as the defenders play a really strong game. And this is why your Cypher staying alive will prevent the push coming for a long time. And that's what they did. They used their Sky Smoke as well from Brimstone and made it a really good round for the side of Team VIT Chennai Waves. And VIT Chennai, with the start that they've had in Pistol as well as their full buy, I think they're just walking away with rounds now.
True. I mean, that Cypher is playing a really important role, staying alive. He's not. He's just seeing the players coming into the side and he's letting them take the side. He's okay with giving away the side. Waiting for his teammates to rotate and play the retake. But for now, looks like it's gonna be an eco coming in from the side of Jim's Trailblazers, and also it looks like it's gonna be a hard A-shot push. But that's a beautiful ball coming in from Sage. No pushes allowed. He just completely denied Jet there. But yeah, it looks like it's a semi buy actually. Hold up. Yeah, I see a couple specters, a couple of pistols picked up on the side of Trailblazers. But yeah, Sage does have the revive. There's also Showstopper available on the side of VIT Chennai, but only Hunter's Fury for Jim's Trailblazers. So they kind of, they can play post plant, but for that, you need to plant, right? And for that, you need to kill this Reyna and Cypher as well. I think Cypher gave away his position, and Reyna will be the gun getting the kill on the
The
Kaide. That was just
bait.
pretty easy. That was just basic. Yep, classic bait. But nevertheless, the spike is gonna make its way back to A side towards the shower area, and Sage might actually be getting a double for himself, or maybe even triple, or maybe Genesis will actually get the kill. That is really unfortunate they're losing.
Very unfortunate. Three people rushing. Sage did have a really good position, but then they're making it costly. Heinsberg gets a kill, as well as Drax gets one for his team. Drax gets the last kill. My bad, Drax gets the last kill. What a play from the defenders. I mean, look at them. They're not going for rotates way too early. They're playing their positions. Sage was at a very good spot, but Sage did deal a lot of damage to those three players. Yes, Spectre at a close range will eventually yield kills better than a Phantom as well as a Vandal. But if you're a little bit further away, it's going to be a Phantom or a Vandal that's going to play better. But Genesis was a little bit too close to that Sage, gets that kill. But that Molly, that kill from Heinsberg there behind the Tetris, smart play coming in from him, and KD again going for a fast execution, gets Latam fast. This is just beautiful. Understanding your opponent, getting one kill off, but Drag gets caught, and I think that's going to be his last as he gets fried there, just like a chicken, and that's the last that you'll hear from him.
Oh my god, I mean, first we've seen Kaide pushing in. Oh, that's another out from Heisenberg right now. And he deals a lot of damage on his Genesis. He might actually get the kill as well. He's gonna get the kill. Actually, Samuel's gonna be the one. Heisenberg gets the kill in the Reyna. It's gonna be a 3v3 situation. Spike did get planted. It's gonna be a 45 seconds on the clock. Samuel, he might be going head to head against the Jet here. So Samuel does not have the advantage because Kaide will be the one getting the kill on the side. But that's gonna be a 2v3 situation. Killjoy gets one more. 1v3. Heisenberg is all he can. Oh wait, he's gonna do everything he can. He's in a 2v1 situation. He did get the triple, actually double. So it has to be a quad clutch for him to even, have any chance, and that recon is gonna distract him enough for Kaidi just to come out and get a kill. That was a really good team coordination coming in from the side of Jim's Trailblazer. But yeah, Kaidi, I mean, he read, who was that, Ledham? Yeah, he read him perfectly. Yep. He knew he was gonna come for the wall, so he just dashes in, gets a kill. That was absolutely beautiful. But at the same time, Drag, I think that was a little unfortunate for him. But you just can't do anything, right? You kind of had to use the Shazzle to get out. But I think he panicked. He didn't want to go towards a short area, so he went back. And yeah, he just went back to dead, and there was no coming back from that.
That's just smart play coming in from Kere, I would say. I mean, the Jet
Yep.
understanding that the opponent was not able to, I would say, play a different strategy using the same wall again and again. The Jet just used it better. But now look at this positioning coming in. Kere might fall into a trap or might have an advantage. It depends on when the Jet managed to push in. But with that orb, I think that should be a safe orb that they managed to pick it off. And now they're backing off. But look at the spike. It's all the way at B. And I think that's where they'll be going through with the spike plant. But they're also looking for a couple of picks because the side of VAT Chennai, in terms of defense, are really good. They're holding their positions really well. They're not going in for an aggressive push. And that's what you want defenders to do. But the attackers, they're trying to look for some mistakes, and I think the side of team VIT are just looking for information. They're playing a little bit smart here.
Oh no, Reyna. Oh wait, for a sec I actually thought that Painshell will deal a lot of damage, but that's not the case. Heisenberg does actually take down one of the players, that's Reyna. So it's going to be a 4v2 retake situation, but Brim is really, really low. At the same time, Sova is also low on the side of Jims. But, I think this round is done and dusted. Cypher called for the save, and Heisenberg is going back as well with 8 points of health. That's going to be another round going in the favor of Jim's Trailblazers. And I think this game is one of those close calls, like, close encounters we'll be seeing. And it's on the map of Bayern, so, I just couldn't be happier. But at the same time, I'm waiting to see either of the teams pick up, I mean, especially Jets, one of those Jets to pick up the actually there's only one Jet, my bad. So yeah, I'm waiting for the Jet or the Raze as well to pick up the operator and put that thing to play, because it's going to be really interesting to watch. Bind is not a really huge map, but you kind of have these close corners where you can do a lot of things with the operators. That's going to be another round for the side of Gems, pulling it back to a 4-3. Still a round advantage for the side of VIT Chennai Bears, and also the economy on the side of Gems. It's not great. It's okay, but it's better than the side of VIT Chennai, right? I mean, they can afford to buy this round, but if they lose this round, they'll be forced into an eco. So this round is really important for both the teams, to be honest. And if Gyms actually win this, they're good to go for another round as well, if you ask me.
Not great, but good enough for your opponent is what they're looking for. And if they manage to pull another one, it's going to be an equalizer that they'll be managing to pull off. But they do have 4 ultimates on defense. They might be able to pull it off. They've kind of forced what they're trying to play in the map on defense end. They've gone in for a force buy here, kind of, I would say, because everybody is not with a full buy. There were a couple of specters, a little bit of a half shield that we saw, and they need to convert this round with 4 ultimates on top. I think they might be able to pull it off, but with Hunter's Fury and a lockdown, they might be able to get a side really well from the side of the attackers. And that's what I say, called Hunter's Fury coming in, one person getting spotted. They're trying to find a kill, and that's going to be the Reyna going down, but Latem will go for a quick revive, but he needs to be sure of protecting your teammate, and very unfortunate, both of them go down, and it's up to the last 2 people surviving. Even the Cypher gets picked out, but Heisenberg comes in for a really good headshot on that Reyna.
Yeah, but I mean, he's on top of his game today. But on the other hand, his team is just unable to put up with him. But Genesis will be the one getting the kill onto Heisenberg. And now Genesis actually knows that there's another player towards this, and that's going to be the Drak. Actually, he does only have a Spectre. He might actually trade it out for a only Phantom there, and he might be going in for the save. But I don't think Gems might actually let him save. At least they're going to make it hard. It's all going to be on the timing. And wait, never mind. Actually, Drak lands the headshot. Genesis will be going down. That's another weapon gone down. So VIT Chennai, they're happy with whatever weapons they're dropping right now on the side of Gyms. But the economy, man, the economy plays a crucial role, and that's not looking good for the side of VIT. They're only gonna be having the Phantom that Raze just saved, and apart from that, everyone should be on an eco, but looks like they are not. They're opting for those light shields and Bulldog. Okay, I see a Bulldog on Heisenberg. I mean, it's basically fine because Heisenberg is on point. He's landing headshots no matter what the weaponry is. But the side of Gyms, the economy and confidence, they both look really, really good, Lucy.
I agree with you. They've made a really good comeback. I mean, yes, it's not the second half, but as they started off, the player disconnected. The side of Team VIT did take that as an advantage, but from there, they're not letting anything happen. Latem, now with his wall, will block off a shot, but there's a lot of rifles to take it down as KD is coming in. KD again spots Latem. That's a really good kill coming in, and Latem going down. That's going to be the Sentinel who could slow a couple of people in terms of entry. Will go down, and with the wall broken down, they have a little bit of an angle if somebody's trying to push or somebody trying to rotate. And if the Killjoy managed to find that, that's going to be a really good advantage for the side of Team Gyms. But in the meantime, a very fast rotate has been called from the side of Team Gyms. They're just running into the B side, but there are a lot of traps which will reveal their position as they're trying to enter. They need to break it, or they need to find a way up around it. But looking at the position of the trap wires, there's no position like that they can just jump away and go through. And with the camera, Sova gets revealed. He might be able to, I would say, taken down, but he's at a good spot. Takes out that shock dart. I mean, sorry, my bad. The camera bolt, but now eventually will end up trying to enter the site. Yes, there's still one more trapwire on site, but will they be able to get in a clean execution? Oh, getting blocked by your own teammate. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, that was quite funny to watch, but at the same time, that's not something they would want. But yeah, nevertheless, it's going to be the attackers on towards the A side, and the spike's going to get planted by Genesis. Okay, killed it, actually got off guard by Samuel. He might get one. He gets another one. Never mind. Kaide will actually make sure he does not get any more. Heisenberg gets one. That's going to be Genesis going down. Now it's all on him. Trying classes 1v3 situation. He gets one. He's good for another one. And he might actually go for the clutch here. If you ask me, it's all going to be on the timing, and never mind. Kaide with that dash absolutely scares the hell out of Heisenberg. He had to peek, and also the recon there, so there was just no way for him to defuse. Maybe if they did not have the recon, the Sova, that would have been a really easy defuse. But apart from that, I mean, Heisenberg, he's on a really he's actually playing really good. He's on another level compared to his teammates, and also ladder man. I mean, although he's on a stage, he's hitting some insane shots whenever he can, and all his teammates just kind of have to play a little more passive because they're on the defense. But Gyms, on the other hand, they are making these plays work. Once again, Kaide with the dash. Oh, this time, Heisenberg with a beautiful headshot onto Kaide, dealing 145 instant damage, and then landing a body shot and confirming the kill. Drak, on the other hand, gets the kill on Reina as well, Lucy.
Very good kill coming in from Drak. Drak was actually revealed. Reina did understand. She pulled out her rifle immediately to get that kill. But Drak with the Spectre, with the fire rate, just got a better, I would say, fight over there and got that kill in his favor. But now, player disadvantage for the side of Team Gems, even though they are good in terms of their weaponry. That's very unfortunate. But again, they do have a lockdown to play with. They do have, I would say, a deep fryer. That's going to be his ultimate, and it looks like he's going to be trying it. No, he's going to be block off elbow. Killjoy will find that kill. Killjoy finds a one more, and that's going to be 3v3 from their team. And Killjoy on the fourth. On the third, my bad, on the third. Now Killjoy is looking really strong, and the site has been taken over. The ultimate coming from Brim. There's going to be Brim pushing out from that position. Heisenberg is playing really smart. He gets another kill, but the lockdown will prevent trying to go in for this defuse.
That lockdown not being okay. Wait, I thought that Noah might actually get the lockdown taken down there, but never mind. He's actually gonna let it pop off, and that's really unfortunate. Now Jim's Trailblazers, they have the advantage, and Heisenberg's position is known as well. And Reina with only a goddamn sheriff in his hand, he cannot do anything, to be honest. Killjoy gets one. He might actually go down. Yep, he goes down, and Noah will actually go down as well, if I'm not wrong. He's gonna go down to the blast there. But so far, he did manage to secure the ban line. It really doesn't matter if KJ dies, because the economy on the side of Gems looks really good. But I cannot say the same for the side of VIT. I mean, the economy, they can buy into this round, but if they lose this round, they'll be forced into a forced buy round into the next one, because that's going to be the last round of the first half. But this right now, it looks like Gems, they're on the they're on the gear right now. They are on the pedal to the metal right now. 2-round lead on the side of attackers on the map of Bind is looking good for them, Lucy.
I agree with you. On a defense favored map, if you're able to get a lot of rounds on attack, that's just going to make your defense better. And again, an ultimate being used, but this time Latim with a little bit of a damage will eventually manage to make it out. But with the Reina's ultimate coming through, the position being pinged off Latim, Sova is going to get that kill, and the spike should also come down. They're checking in, then no, somebody might be in bath or showers, but in the meantime, that's going to be two people directly pushing out from A main to A short. And will they be able to get a kill? They take down the alarm bot, but look at this, 3 people coming in from A short. That's going to get really difficult, but Trace gets isolated. Drak will get a kill, but Reina and Killjoy are dealing a lot of damage. Heinsberg gets one, Heinsberg gets 2, and it's up to Drak and Heinsberg to get the last 2 people out of the boat. But look at them, they're playing really silent. KD misses a lot of shots, but KD has done that damage for their team.
1 enemy remaining.
Dude, that lineup, I was like, why is Genesis playing really far apart? I kind of knew he had a lineup, but that was just on point, man. And Heisenberg will be the one going down. Genesis once again. Heisenberg is dealing a lot of things, and it's kind of sad, if you ask me, to watch Heisenberg, go down. Although he's putting in a lot of efforts to, maybe carry his team at least for now, because he's waiting for his team to pop off. We've seen Samuel get some kills in the beginning, but after that he's been kind of quiet, and also Noah, right? So he's just waiting for his team to pop off. That's really unfortunate and kind of sad to see. But at the same time, Jim's Trailblazers, man, they are blazing. Their guns are blazing, and you just can't stop them right now. This is going to be another round going into the favor of Trailblazer. I'm pretty sure, just because of the equipment, the weaponry on the side of VIT Chennai Bears. I mean, it's not looking really good. But if they pull out something from their bag, maybe. But I don't think Genesis wants that to happen, so he's just going to take one down. Heisenberg with a beautiful shot on the Sova. Instantly gets straight up by Reina. That's going to be the beast that comes to open. It's going to be Sage getting back into the side, and Reina will actually get into the side as well. But Kaide gets himself in to the hookup position there, and Ladam will be picking up. Not going to get anyone. Genesis will actually take him down, and Noah trades him out instantly. And also, Never mind, I thought he was actually going to get the kill on the Kaide, but it's going to be the other way around. Kaide will be the one getting the kill on the Noah. Cypher gets one, Cypher gets two. He's in a 1v1 situation, but yeah, the Reyna has already lurked his way towards the elbow, and he has come out of the CG and got the kill onto Samuel there. But that's exactly what I was talking about, right? Samuel, he can do it. He has the potential to get these beautiful kills. And I think that was just unfortunate, and the timing was really, really bad. I mean, just not on his favor. Not really bad, but the timing was just not on his side, to be honest, Lucy.
I agree with you, Edge. I mean, Samuel was very close to getting that round back on. I mean, he played it really smart, waited for them to push him, and the Spectre, he used it really well. In terms of advantage, in terms of close range fight, he played that and used that really well. But the trainer on that lurk, who directly went into elbow, I think that's where it became a problem for Samuel to pull that round back. But that's okay. You understand that you tried something for your team, but it does happen certain times that you lose to a round where you were really good at. It does happen. You were at a disadvantage in terms of players, in terms of utilities, even, I would say. I mean, Cypher does not have a curveball, Cypher does not have a slow orb, Cypher does not have a cloud burst or anything like that he can use to save himself from an off angle. And I think that's where Samuel just fell off. But Jims, with 8 rounds, they've already gotten a 4-round lead in terms of the first half, and now with the second half coming, as I said, it's going to be a defense favored map, and if they play it smart, they're going to get a really good kill. But look at Genesis' position. He goes in, he would have found 2 people, but comes back and says, let's not just go for kills, we are defense, let's play it as defense.
They have finally switched paces up once again. 50 seconds on the 50 seconds on the clock, and we still don't see any engagements, any shots being fired here and there. But Jim's Trailblazers once again, 40 seconds, man. This is giving me anxiety once again. This is making it really, really interesting as well. Now they have 3 players on the side of defenders on the side of B, and it can pop off any second. So I hope you're ready, Lucy, because this is it. It's gonna be 30 seconds on the clock. That's gonna be Noah getting the kill on the Genesis. That's a beautiful headshot with the Ghost. Oh my god, this is the round that actually decides the future. I mean, the further rounds. But for now, it looks like Samuel will be the one planting the side. Planting the spike, I'm really sorry. That's going to be the spike planted. 45 seconds on the clock, and Raze is completely caught off guard. Kaidi gets 1 onto Heisenberg. Killjoy gets tracked. 3 versus 4. Pairing, James Kaidi with a beautiful headshot, and Sova gets 1 more onto later, and that's going to be Reyna finishing things off. And this is exactly what happens if you just delay the push a little too long. The defenders obviously have the upper hand, because they still have their util, and that's actually really, really well played from Jim's Trailblazers. But they did not waste any of their util until they made sure that the push was actually coming in from VIT Chennai Bears.
I agree with you. I mean, also, even with the spike going down, they were waiting for their team to completely be at B side, and then they can take over. You look at that. Everybody came into sight, and eventually bodies just started falling from the side of VIT Chennai. They did do a really good execution. I mean, Noah read that the Sova was really close and got that kill for his team. But after that spike going down, they should not have ran into elbow, because it was smoked off, and it is going to be an obvious position that the defender will be standing, and Drac not clearing that out, he fell off. And now with that advantage, the side of Jims might make this into double digits very soon.
Jims, and once they make their way to the double digits, it's going to be really hard for the side of VIT Chennai Bears. Not just the rounds, but they're going to be affected mentally as well. And Reyna gets 1. Ooh, that's a beautiful dismiss, actually. That was a bit of a panic, I guess, but nevertheless, that was a beautiful dismiss coming to play. And I see Sage AFK. What is up? That should not happen. That's going to be heal coming into play. So I guess a kill on the drag. It's going to be 1 versus 5, because Sage is actually AFK. I don't know why their team is not taking the pause. Actually, never mind. He's back right now. But really doesn't matter, because the round is done and dusted. I mean, Jims, they are on the front foot right now, and VIT Chennai Bears, they kind of need to. They have bears in the name. They should be the one hunting Jims down, but it's kind of the other way around right now.
Very unfortunate. I mean, you saw that round. Noah got a dink on Sova, but Sova eventually got the kill back. Very unfortunate. I mean, I'm pretty sure Noah is like, wait, what just happened? I got a dink. Why did that kill not come through for him? And if it did come through, he could have gone for an overheal, or he could have gone for a dismiss. As soon as his teammate Latim came back, they might have tried something, but that was, I guess, a force buy coming from a couple of teammates from the side of VIT Chennai. If it was, it's going to be a costly round for them as we head into the 15th round. And as I said, yes, it's going to be a costly round because the side of Team Jim's Trailblazers are still playing with those Spectres and just an operator. And as we said, we wanted to see this operator. Kate is strong, really strong. And with that, Recon, all the 4 people will get revealed. What a play coming in from the side of Team Jim Trailblazers. They're reading the opponent like a book and they're putting, I would say, a stop to their push.
No charges left.
Yep, I mean, that is indeed. And once again, I mean, I was just too excited to see the operator come into play and also getting the kill. The first shot, that was absolutely beautiful. And the dash out as well, man. That was just too good. Okay, he's just taking random shots right now with Reina. He gets a kill into Heisenberg. Now it's a 2v5 situation. You know, nothing's favoring VIT Chennai Bears right now. Everything's going in the favor of Jim's Trailblazer. Draken says the only players alive on the side of VIT Chennai Bears. But, you know, we've seen Ladam hit some shots. But at the same time, Drak, he's still kind of figuring out, he's still not popping off. You know, he's still waiting for that initial confidence boost. But it's going to be a little too late, if you ask me. Too little too late. But yeah, look at Sova's position. I think Ladam will not be predicting this. Never mind. He might actually get the kill on the Sova. Never mind. It's going to be on the
Player
does not favor Sage because Sova gets
30
the kill.
seconds
Although
left.
it was, what was it? It was a Vandal versus Spectre, and Spectre wins. That is something we usually don't see, Lucy.
That's why they say when you take a Phantom or a Vandal, make sure you connect it to a head because any other gun that you have in your hand can be a better spray gun, and that's what worked out. Spectre,
10
as you said,
seconds
close
left.
range fights. It's going to give you a, I would say, upper hand in terms of a battle. That's just what happened, and here KD is missing a lot of shots. Very unfortunate. That was going to be a very easy kill, but his teammates will say, nonetheless, you have done your job in the start. We'll just end it off, and that's going to be a flawless coming in for the side of Team Jim Trailblazers. Yes, a slow round because a lot of people fell at the very beginning, but that's going to be an advantage that Jim's Trailblazers will be walking away with. 15 rounds done, 11 rounds on the favor of Jim Trailblazers with 7 points already in terms of difference. The side of Team Jim Trailblazers are really looking good, and still look at their buys. They're still on Spectres. I think there's going to be a couple of people who might have upgraded, but there's a couple of people who are still on Spectre, and there's a judge from Genesis. What are you planning, Genesis?
Oh, they're trying to humiliate VIT Chennai right now. But I mean, I don't know if you took a look at the economy there, but you know, VIT Chennai Bears, they invested everything into this round. So if they lose this round, Jim's Trailblazers, I think that's a free victory for them. But just to say that Genesis is gonna be the one getting humiliated with that judge absolutely missing all the shots. Just, you know, dealing a bit of damage onto Heisenberg. But Heisenberg, he's on point right now with his aim. And Drake will be walking right into the crosshair. Yep, exactly what's going to happen. He's going to dink, but that really doesn't matter because Heisenberg gets another one on to Sova. Now there's going to be a 3v4 situation. A man advantage for the side of attackers. VIT Chennai finally with that advantage. But that, swarm grenade is not going to deal any damage. And Noah, you know, popping off that Empress gets one. It's 2-man advantage for the side of VIT Chennai. And I think Kaide is gonna save that operator, maybe play it really, really slow, and maybe wait till Reina gets kills. But it's all about the timing. Heisenberg and Reina, I mean, obviously it's gonna be Heisenberg getting the kill. Reina, there's no way he's gonna turn around and pop the head, and it's gonna be Heisenberg actually pop in it. Yep. Kaide now did switch to Riva Bandle, a beautiful skin once again. But I think this round is going to go into the favor of VIT Chennai, and I think Kaide should just save. But never mind Heisenberg with a beautiful 4K for himself. That's going to be a really good round coming in from them, and also a really good confidence boost, if you ask me.
I agree with you. I mean, that was, as you said, that's going to be a round that is very important for them. They've put everything that they got in that round because they were losing their creds, their economy was going down, and they needed to win that. And when it was needed, they managed to pull it back. But on the other hand, Jim's Trailblazers now will start feeling the heat because look at their creds. Yes, they have 2Ks on their end, but they also lost an operator there, and that's going to be a huge investment that they just lost, and because of which the side of Jim Trailblazers need a match point right now, or it's going to be an eco round in the next round.
But Jims, I mean, they already are in a really good spot. They only need 2 rounds once again. This is going like the previous game once again. Lucy, where we have seen the team with that only needed like 2 rounds, but then we've seen the opponents make a small comeback, made an effort at least. But now, I mean, VIT Chennai Bears, if they can put a little more effort, I think we are in for a really close game once again. They might actually take it the entire way. So, once again, switching things up, man, disadvantage for the side of VIT Chennai Bears, and that's going to be Heisenberg taking down the turret there. But apart from that, everything is going into the favor of Jim's Trailblazer. The early kills it's not good, man. You cannot lose a player like 10 seconds into the round. It's going to be Reina getting another one onto Drak. Oh, no. Why? I mean, why was Drak not ready? Did he not predict that? But nevertheless, Kaide gets the kill onto Heisenberg, the star play for the side of VIT Chennai. He goes down. Now it's all on Cypher. Samuel in a 1 versus 5. He can get
left.
1. He actually gets 1. Okay. That's going to be him in a 1v4 situation. He might actually get Genesis as well. Beautiful flick there coming in from him. A small crosser adjustment. But yeah, that's going to be neural theft use. He does have the cam available. He gets the position of all the 3 players right now. He can actually take the spike and maybe try to plant it, but I think he's not going to do that. Oh, really unfortunate. Open the door. Oh, right now, caught off guard completely. I don't think he has the time to plant the spike. But yeah, that was a really good run coming in from Samuel. Really nice try there, but nothing you could do because of the time factor and also the positions coming in from the side of Jim's Trailblazer.
That's a good round from the side of Jim's Trailblazer. That's all I can say. I mean, they understood that's going to be a rush that the side of the opponent will be coming through with, and that's what they managed to pull it off there. And they managed to put a stop for the side of Team VIT Chennai Bears that did not want any kind of comebacks or even giving away a couple of rounds. Now with match point already online with 4 ultimates as well, I think they will be able to hold the attack coming through either with the lockdown or the Hunter's Fury itself. And Rana going online, popping that Empress might yield a lot of damage, but KD here will pick off the first kill on Drak. That's your entry fragger going down. Drak going down, you lose your paint shell, you lose your boom bot to clear out a lot of corners. Heinsberg goes down, you lose your controller with smokes, and now it looks to be very difficult for the side of attackers to make this to the 6th round or the 6th point.
It is looking kind of weird, but yeah, I think Reina with a beautiful kill once again onto Adam. I think this is the end of the game and actually of the round as well. What is this? That was really oh my god. A flawless round coming from Jim's Trailblazer, but that was really weird and awkward to watch. Zed missing a lot. I mean, all the plays and Reina was just sitting in that goddamn Hunter's Fury, right? He was like, just kill me already. So yeah, that was the story. Okay, so even though VIT Chennai Bears lost, it's going to be Heisenberg on top, and he deserves it. He deserves to be the MVP there. 317 average combat score, 19 kills, 15 deaths, 2 assists, 71 econ rating. That is absolutely insane. I mean, once again, Nova with only 7 kills. I mean, what's up with this? Like, we usually see 2 Reinas here and there, and one of the Reina is usually on top, like War Machine in the previous game. And then the Reina of the other team is usually at the bottom of the scoreboard. That is just unfortunate. What's happening here? I'm not really sure. But yeah, talking about Dizzy, he does have a really good econ rating. But something to keep in mind, Kaide, 18-6, 3 KDR. He was the one, dashing into the side, getting those entry frags. He does have 4 kills, 4 first bloods, that is, I believe. Yep, 4 first bloods. That was a really good gameplay coming in from him. But apart from that, everyone on the side of VIT Chennai Bears did really good. But unfortunately, it was just not enough going against Jim's Trailblazers. I mean, they were just blazing here and there. Everyone, to be honest, from the side of Jim's, popped off, played really well. On the side of VIT Chennai Bears, I wish I could say the same. It was only Heisenberg popping off. Everyone else were just kind of confused. But at the end of the day, it's just a better team that wins. So unfortunately for VIT Chennai Bears, it's Jim's Trailblazers that is the better team today.
I agree with you. I mean, it's just each and every agent playing their part. You can see the TLS top fragging there, making those entries work. 3 and 4 first bloods. Dixtrix, being that Sova for his team, played out really well. 14 kills, 8 deaths, 5 assists. That's what you need from a Sova. Sova needs to give you information, give you kills as well, and that's what he did. The Killjoy worked out again in their favor. They used it really well. Yes, it might be 11 kills and 11 deaths, but still, as a Sentinel, managed to hold off pushes coming through, managed to get the kills. also held the side really well after post plant, and Genesis as well on the other end. We did see a lineup from him, and that's just playing a controller really well, giving his the smokes for your team, making sure your team is surviving, and making sure you have your lineups ready after a post plant situation. The side of team Jim's Trailblazers, I would say, in terms of agents, they just played it really well in what everybody's responsibility was. They played it out perfect, and that's the reason it's a little bit close to the score line that we saw in the previous match, 13-6. It's 13-5 here. It could have been 13-6 again, but nonetheless a really good matchup that we saw. As we are going, there's the battle is getting better. Where we saw in the first match, it was just one team dominating, but now as we go into the second and the third match, it's getting intense, it's getting closer. But now
Yes.
heading into the fourth match of the day, it's going to be SSN Badgers versus NIT Capitals on the map of Ascent.
Yep. Map of Ascent, and it's the final match of the day, if I'm not wrong. So I mean, we have already seen Ascent. It was the first map of the day. So we are ending with Ascent once again. So it's kind of the circle of life there. But yeah, Ascent once again, as I've said, and I'm pretty sure Luis was not gonna like this, but Ascent is my least favorite map. Just gonna say it. I'm sorry, but yeah, I mean, yeah, that map is
That
actually
people
preferred by a
have.
lot of. Yeah, it's actually the map that actually everyone prefers. To be honest, like I've never seen anyone else apart from me actually hating on that map. So you do. I mean, it actually makes sense. But at the same time, that is Sova's favorite map. So we both already know it's going to be Sova's picked up on both the side. But I'm really interested to see Astra and Sky picked up. Like I'm really not sure that Sky would be coming in because Sova is mandatory on SN. But we might go in with dual initiators, right? It always makes sense. I mean, even if you don't have Sentinel on Ascent, it's kind of fine. But having the Sky, I think that'd be really, really helpful. But I'm also waiting to see any Astra plays today. I mean, moving on further in the tournament, I'm pretty sure we'll see some weird plays. But right now, I do want to see Astra picked up on the side of Ascent, on the map of Ascent. I'm really sorry. But yeah, SSN Badgers, NIT Capitals, I am looking forward to see what you guys have in store for us. And I'm pretty sure you guys are going to keep it really spicy for us.
I agree with you. Talking about spicy, we are heading into the Asian selection screen, and this is going to be the mid again coming back on the map of Ascent. This is going to be a very important area for both these teams, either attack or defense. If you're able to hold mid control, it's going to work out in your favor. Otherwise, you're just going to go down if you leave it away. But talking about the attack, there's going to be Arena being picked along with the race. Two really good agents. Jet, a lot of these teams are leaving out Jet. I mean, for the fact that she has been nerfed recently, her utilities have become costly, her ultimate has become costly, and that's just making life
Select
more
your
difficult for
agent.
Jet to be played. But nonetheless, there's going to be a Cypher, a Viper coming in. That's going to be kind of a surprise pick, I would say, because they've left out a lot of really good controllers, and just bringing a Viper might make life difficult. But on the other hand, there's a Jet, Killjoy, Astra, as you asked for Edge, she is here as well as the Sky, and I think that's going to be a race and a Sova.
Yeah, I mean, Sova. Okay, Sova. We have the Sova on the side of an anti-capital, but I'm really happy to see Astra and Sky, and I'm kind of yeah.
Both.
I'm to be honest, I'm kind of happy to see Viper as well because it's kind of picked on Ascent as well. You do have the lineups, and the walls can
Yes.
actually be put to really good use. So but SSN Badgers, they'll be starting off with the defenders and anti-capitals. They'll be starting off with attackers, and they both have Sentinel leads. But that's going to be SSN Badgers picking the Killjoy. On the side of an IT, they have Cypher. Makes sense because they're starting off on the attackers, and so you need those traps and everything for the backstab. And if you have Killjoy, you really cannot watch backstab after that nerf of the range. Like the range you need on the turret and the alarm bot. So Cypher is usually preferred on the side of attackers first. But apart from that, everything looks decent. I mean, Reina and Raze on the side of attackers, that's a really good deal. But on the side of defenders, Jet and Raze once again. Jet is preferred, to be honest, on Essence because of these Blade Storm updraft thingies, and also the way that she can put that operator to use with the dash that she has. But I'm really looking forward to see what the Sky brings to table. And Sky and Astra combos can be really, really nasty. And at the same time, Astra and Race and combos can be nasty as well.
I agree with you. There's a lot of really good combos that we are seeing here. how will they make it work is what you're looking for. The defense, as you said, Cypher being there, I'm sorry, the attack for from the end of Cypher that's being there, a lot of trap fires that can put, even a camera that can be placed on a different side that they're executing might have worked out really well. But on the defense, having that killjoy, the entry is just going to get difficult, because you need to understand those nanoswarms will not let you enter easy, and if you try to walk over it, that's going to be a good night for your team and for your teammates or your team if you're all together, which will be very unfortunate to see. I don't hope to see 5 people just going down to a nanoswarm, hopefully not. But looking at the team composition on defense as well as attack, it's really good. But not having a Sova, we have seen on the side of defense, they have an advantage on B side where an Odin can be picked, and if you have information, you can just spray down people over there. So that might be something that I was hoping for, seeing Odin and Sova play coming through. But nonetheless, the side of attackers, NID Capitals, look forward to make it a new execution.
So we are going to be jumping into the pistol round. It's going to be really interesting to watch, having these specific lineups. I mean, these are not something we usually see, and these are not like, default setups coming in as well. So this is something that we don't see every day. But yeah, these teams are gonna make it work, and we're gonna witness how exactly that's gonna happen. But look at this Raze's position. Oh my god, how is he already sneaked up all the way towards the spawn and making his way towards A main? There's no way anyone is even suspecting of this. He's playing it really smart. He gets one, and Viper will never understand what happened there, because he just got taken down. But Master Ravi, he's gonna get the kill on the Raze, pulling it back into a 4 versus 3. Advantage still onto the side of SS and Badgers, and they're kind of stuck now. They kind of have to go towards the A side, but once again, Jet with the flanks, man. The flanks are just too good. The baby
One enemy remaining.
gets the headshot. Now TSN FTX Slinky gets one as well. It's gonna be on Jet. Oh wait, actually Jet goes down, and it's gonna be Sky landing a beautiful shot onto Cypher with the frenzy. Really, I mean, that was a mid-range. But nevertheless, that was a beautiful shot coming in from him. He does switch to a ghost, and so that's kind of weird, because I would still prefer frenzy when you are picking up weaponry. If you ask me, like ghost versus frenzy, obviously the frenzy goes in if you're going in for those aggressive, and you could have just played with the frenzy into this map into this round as well. But apart from that, NIT Capitals, they need to capitalize on this round.
Yep, they need to capitalize, but in the meantime, there is an advantage of an anti-eco that they can play with. Ghost still on the hand of the Raze, but in the last round, did a really good, beautiful flank. Gets one person that was really important, who was holding their fort down for the side of attackers. Taking that person down, things opened up for the side of Team SS and Badgers. Now, SS and Badgers, they have, as I said, an anti-eco round. They have vectors in their hand for a couple of players. They need to play smart. That initial fight out with the Raze as well as the Sky did not work out in their favor. But in the meantime, Viper does make one kill, but Dabby goes for a quick trade on that Raze, and that's going to be an equalizer coming from both these teams in terms of man count. But now it looks to be a very slow A execution coming through the side. The Killjoy is ready with their utilities. The Viper wall does block line of sight, but they need to be ready that the line of sight being blocked proves in terms of advantage. But now with the Spectre, does a little of damage from Slinky, but they manage to go into side and get the spike down.
Yeah, that's going down. There's going to be 45 seconds on the clock, so, although it's an eco round, they did manage to get the spike down, and almost, KZ almost went down there. That's a really good spam coming in with the Ghost there. Nothing crazy. Doing everything crazy, to be honest, but yeah. So might actually get the kill. He's going to embarrass him. He's going to embarrass Rage. Oh, is he going to embarrass himself? No, never mind. He almost, he almost whipped there, but regardless, he gets the kill. TSM, FTS thing, he gets one as well. It's one, baby, he gets another one. So it's really, really slow. He gets one. He's not gonna get the other one. TSM, FTS, Slinky, Pinky gets the kill on the Sova. Does he not have time? What was KJ doing?
Don't even
Okay.
that shit in,
Okay, that was so close. That was a bit too close to comfort, if you ask me, And I'm pretty sure Sky would have been really, really mad. I would have been mad if they didn't have time, and KJ was just, just standing there waiting for Sky to defuse the spike. And if that would have costed them the round, I would have been really mad, to be honest.
I agree with you, Ash, but I was very anxious when I saw that dark of that defuse not progressing. It was stuck halfway down. I mean, I guess it was a glitch,
coming
but I
back.
was just scared. I thought that this round is gone, even though they took out a lot of people, got it into
Obscuring
defuse.
vision.
They still did not manage to pull that round. But now, with 2 rounds that they've bagged, it's going to be a full buy coming in from
Covering
the
it.
side of attack. They need to make it work right now, right here. But with a beautiful Nebula coming through, a lot of visuals will be blocked. There's going to be a turret that they have to fight it out before entering, but there's a lot of Nano Swarm as well as another star being placed. So it's going to be a very difficult fight or an entry coming through from A main. They need to look for another option or need to look for another fight. As the skies guiding light comes through, it gives the information there's a couple of players, but as I said, they need to go through. Jet gets picked off. That's a beautiful pick coming from the side of Team NIT Capitals on their full buy round.
NIT Capitals, they do have the man advantage right now. 50 seconds on the clock, and the attackers are now making their way towards the beast. But nothing crazy. Gets one. He gets another one. Make that a triple for him. And Noah's Viper? Okay. He has Viper in his name. Okay, so he was like, I mean, it's fair enough that it's big Viper. And it's gonna be, oh wait, never mind. Nothing crazy actually goes down. But he's gonna get traded out instantly by oh wait, how do you even pronounce that? Noah? Lucy, please help me out here.
Rorona Viper, I guess. Hopefully that.
I
Hopefully,
mean,
I am not sure if I'm correct.
I understand that we don't have to pronounce it, but I just want to pronounce it. That name sounds really cool. I mean, all these names sound really, really cool and unique as well. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna be hearing a lot about these players moving on further with the tournament. And just the day one, we still have a really long way to go. And the NIT Capitals, they have capitalized, and now they have put SSN badges in a eco round. So this round should go into the favor of NIT Capitals unless SSN badges pull out something really incredible from them. It's gonna be Sara getting the kill onto Raze, completely dipping out
Scout
his
destroyed.
opponent there.
That's really good positioning coming in from the Raze. We raise, and a Raze with a pistol gets an advantage. That's just better played. Seeing those Pixel gets that kill, but now there's going to be a Spectre. The Spectre should prove good, but misses a lot of sprays. But Slinky gets that trade for his team, uses the ultimate, gives away position of lot of people now, and now they need to be worried because all the 3 Seekers directly went into A main, and now they have a lot of control. They have a lot of position as all their players are rotating. It's going to get very difficult for the side of Team NIT Capitals to make this work. And NIT Capitals losing this round makes it 3-1 for the side of Team NIT Capitals. And SSN badges might be able to get around, but no, look at that. Using layers, using their crosshairs on point, gets 2 people
30
out of the board,
seconds
but
left.
Slinky will manage to punish one person who was trying to, I guess,
Spike
but in the
planted.
meantime, they get the
Last
spike
player
down
standing.
as they have a crossfire. That's going to be Rena picking one, but Slinky spots one person out, deals a lot of damage, but does not confirm the kill. Very unfortunate for Slinky there.
Yeah, I mean Raze as well. I mean, was that Raze? I think yeah, it was Raze who was trying to get the kill onto the planter there. I mean, he could have got the kill if it was a bit too. If it was like just a bit too quick. But unfortunately, that's not going to be a case. And it's all on Slinky right now with 28 points of health. This looks really, really impossible for him, and he's going to get taken down by Cypher nevertheless. So I mean, they were on low points of health, both Cypher and Reyna, but at the same time. At the same time, the Sky was also low, and the positioning was just too good coming in from the side of attackers there. I mean, the post-plan positions, they were just too good. The Assassin Badgers, it did look like they were going to pull it back, the eco round. But NIT Capitals, they are doing really, really well now on the attacker side as well.
I agree with you. I mean, the side of NIT Capitals, understanding that they have utilities rather than just go in for raw picks, they made it play really well. Using Lear from Rana, using the Cyber Cage to prevent information for the opponent. They did really well. Again, it's a race v race here. Both the races missing a lot of shots. Both of them back to safety, but a plane shell gets thrown to B main. That might deal a little bit of a damage for the team, for his team from the attackers to come back. But Viper there at mid gets a pick on Jet. That's going to be a really good kill and an important one coming from the side of the attackers. Now attackers have revealed one person. They're using an ultimate. They might be able to pull it off. But look at Slinky. He's pushed up really close to Terror T-spawn, but misses a lot of shots. And Rena is looking for that kill. She is hungry, and I think she might be able to confirm it. And she's looking for it. But in the meantime, Viper is dealing a lot of damage, and Slinky needs to regroup right now, or his team will end up losing this very quick.
Spike
And
planted.
it's going to be a 3-2, which is very unfortunate. And with the weaponry, I think it might end up being 3-2 as the spike has already gone down.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's going to happen as well. I mean, NIT Capitals, they have the weapon advantage. They have the man advantage, obviously. 2 versus 5. There's no way that the side of SSN Badgers, I mean, maybe get 1 kill at
One
2.
enemy
That's
remaining.
about it. Yep, that's exactly what's going to happen if Society gets the kill on the Raze. But I think that's about it. He should not be giving away any free kills. And, ooh, he almost got the kill on the Reyna there. But Mathu Ravi, he's going to make sure that that does not happen. And that's going to be the 3rd round on the board for the side of NIT Capitals.
Yep, NIT Capitals, they have answers written for the opponents of SSN Badgers, and SSN Badgers are looking a little bit wary and confused about what they want to do. You saw Slinky pushed in from A main to T-spawn, but he was unable to confirm that kill. He wasted a lot of time, but in the meantime, that waste of time did not work out, I would say, for his team's favor, as the spike already went down at B and they had to rotate because they had lost a lot of time. But now, again, Ray's going in for a peek at A main now will lose up her life, and that's going to be the last of it. As a Lear comes down, I think there's going to be a swarm grenade that will prevent the push coming in from, but they do have an advantage on the attackers. They've already taken 1 person from the side of SSN Badgers. That's going to be the Race, Boombot, Paint Shells, Blast Pack, all of these utilities lost.
Yep, a lot of you lost. Oh wait, how did F Society? Oh no, I actually thought that Astra was the one that should actually secure the kill. But look at this Raze's position. I mean, Nisame, he is in a really good position right now. And all the players from the side of defenders have already made their way towards the A side, and it's A side. It's the B side that's completely empty, and unfortunately, it's the B side that they're actually hitting as well. So defenders, you guys are reading this completely wrong. This round should go into the favor of NIT Capitals. So not wrong. Slinky will be getting the kill actually on Nisame. What? The crosshair placement was weird, but nevertheless, he did make it work. But oh, Viper with a beautiful wall play coming in. Slinky goes down. He did not see that coming at all. He did not see that coming. But yeah, it's going to be a 2v4 situation.
left.
Spike is going to be planted in second right now. 45 seconds on the clock. Just from the moment that it actually gets planted. Yep, that's about now. 45 seconds on the clock, a 2v4 situation. Blaze-Storm available. Viper to have the ultimate Empress available as well. But Viper, I don't think he'll be using it because he's really, really low on health.
remaining.
And he's going to get the kill on the Jet. And now it's all on kill. There's Ryan Clash. It's 1v4. That's not going to happen. I thought he was going to actually get the trade onto Viper, but that's not going to happen too. It's going to be Cypher getting the kill onto KJ and securing the 4th round. And once again, pushing SSN Badgers into an eco.
With that update and the patch coming through, I'm not sure who is happy or wrong. I'm pretty sure Race players are a little bit unhappy, but I'm pretty sure that the Cypher players, Cypher mains are way happy, because that trap wire is going to do a lot of damage for the opponents. Either they're in defense or attack, it's going to reveal their position, and that's what a lot of people being caught there, they're losing their life. But again, with 2 round differential from the side of NIT Capitals do not look like they're about to stop. They're just going in there, running it for a lot of kills. But the gravity well will take a lot of time from them entering. But I guess there's going to be a recon on the side. But unfortunate, I would say, from the side of defenders, there's nobody on site. There's going to be what a flash! But that's going to be a good trade coming in. Raze, what? Okay, Raze is not stopping. Raze goes in. Dabby gets a kill. Unfortunate dash, but manages to convert that kill. Dabby's on a spree, has an ultimate to play with and has a chance to convert it as well. Dabby needs to play it smart. The spike going down, Blade Storms maybe to pop or not, but the recon is going to be available just in a second for the side of NIT Capitals.
I mean, I still can't figure out what exactly happened. I mean, Viper was just staring. I mean, I don't think he was flashed. I think maybe he lagged, to be honest. But Madhuravi with a beautiful... He was flashed?
Yep, completely blind.
Oh, okay.
For days. A green light in front of his face.
Okay, maybe I must have missed it. But on my screen, for a sec, it did look like... you know, he lagged for a sec, or maybe I lagged, or maybe my brain lagged. But you know, that was a really good flash coming in from Sky. That was really on point, blinding Viper. I mean, he did not even get time to shoot. He did not even hear him come. But yeah, that's going to be another round going into favor of NIT Capitals. And now SSN Badgers, they kind of need to focus up. And that flash. What?
Found one.
Raze? I mean, Rain actually misses out on a lot of shots there. But yeah, that should not have happened.
Very unfortunate, but now it's going to be traded out immediately. I mean, not very immediate, but they punish for that aggressive pick. The defense, all they had to do was just go back because they did have an advantage here. But the recon will give away a lot of information that there are at least 3 people on site and maybe they have a chance to rotate. They need to go for that rotate, and as I call it, 3 players are running away from B main, I guess, to mid. And if they manage to do that, that's going to be really good. But in the meantime, they punish another person who was trying to peek, and that's going to be Gabby. But in the meantime, Viper loses the right to a 6th player. Seriously, that turret needs a nerf. I mean, Riot and Valorant, if you're hearing this, please nerf that turret because it literally takes 4 bullets to take it down. Come on.
That was something awkward to watch. But oh, beautiful headshot, man, coming
30
on
seconds
to
left.
the Astro there. But Slinky actually gets his position revealed by the camera down. I don't know why he ran that far up, far. But anyway, that's gonna be the spike planted. 40 seconds on the clock, 45 seconds on the clock. I'm sorry, but yeah, Killjoy, he might be running in the crosshair of Sova right now, and that's exactly what's gonna happen. Mathuravi with a really good positioning there. And now Slinky in a 1v3 situation. His position is not known, and now it's definitely known. He's gonna go down in the hands of Raze, just like that, and that's gonna be a 4-round lead for side of NIT Capitals. And it looks like SSN Badgers, they're really on the back foot, and once again they are pushed, and they kind of forced into a semi-buy round, or maybe okay, they're actually investing. It's going to be a forced buy round coming in from them, so this is going to be really interesting to watch, because now if SSN Badgers lose this, they kind of have to eco the next one, so that actually takes the score to what, 2-8, and then that's going to be a 6-round lead for the side of NIT Capitals losing.
Yep, they're already on a huge spree of rounds that they're taking away on the side of NIT Capitals. But throughout the 4 matches that we've seen today, nobody's going in for an hard eco. Everybody's trying to get as many buys as possible. And now the ultimate of no use, only to lose up a life. Reyna is just popping, and on the second kill, exactly for her. Yes, the gravity well that comes through, but F Society loses vision just because of that pain shell coming through. But look at that pain shell coming through. Pain shell will manage to push off as well as give Raze a better positioning. Viper will be managed to take down, but a blind spray through that toxic wall. Reyna gets a 3rd kill.
3rd kill going to favor that, make that a 4. Actually, make that a 4th. Nothing crazy. Just casual gameplay coming in from him. That's going to be a 5-round lead coming in for the side of NIT Capitals. And SSN Badgers, man, what are you doing? I don't really understand. Okay, I need to get this thing straight. Teams do understand they have a tactical timeout, right? I mean, they have 2 tactical timeouts, if I'm not wrong. So, basically, they can just take it if you're, 5-round lead. That's not something you like. Especially after the wonderful start you had. You had a 2-0 start. So you can just take a timeout and try to think of a strat, because right now, whatever they're trying to do, it's not working out. So you kind of have to change up a bit. But it looks like NIT Capitals will be the ones changing the space up. They will be rushing into A once again, taking down the turret there, and using the smokes coming in from Astra Society. Those smokes are really, really good. But Raze once again going into the side with the satchels. Viper using the ultimate, and I think this round is going to go into the favor of SSN Badgers as well.
Yeah, but really good use of ultimates. A lot of them from both the attackers as well as the defenders, but the defenders have a lockdown, because of which the team has to push out. But an ultimate being used, the lockdown gets destroyed at the right time. Slinky was about to get revealed, but they do lose a body. The defenders are at a disadvantage as they're going in for a retake. Cypher gets blinded, but in the meantime, 2 people already take it out. That's going to be a Reyna and a Sova picking 2 kills off the board of a Jet as well as a Raze. That's going to be 2 important kills, but Slinky is surviving for his team. His position is known, pinged as well, as Cypher takes that, and it's going to be another kill coming through. A lot of sprays from Killjoy, none of them yielding any damage for the opponent.
As I have already mentioned, I mean, that round was actually crucial for the side of SSN Badgers, and they did lose that, and that's exactly why they have, now 6 rounds behind the NIT Capitals, and I still don't see a tactical timeout coming into play, man. This is just unfortunate. This is just too. This is just this is just I don't even know what to say. This is just sad because right now it's going to be another hard B push, and I'm pretty sure NIT Capitals will be the one walking away the winners as well of this particular round at least. Oh, Nisame, that was close. That was really, really close, to be honest. Almost getting taken down, but the Aries spam there. Oh, I think Nisame has actually given away his position. I don't think he has spotted anyone, but I'm pretty sure he has been spotted. And that boom ball will actually go down in the storm grenade there. But ooh, nothing crazy. How did he even make his way there? He's gonna get one. He's already on side. He's actually gonna get down in the hands of Slinky. Gets taken down by Raze now, making it a 3v2 in the favor of NIT Capitals right now. Now Jet and Astra both have their ultimates available. Astral Divide and Blade Storm. The baby, he can actually pull out that blades, and he can actually make it work. Like, you know, that's something he can do. But at the same time, we also have the Cosmic Divide, so that can be put to good use as well. But it depends if SSN Badges actually want to do this. But at the same time, Showstopper available
One enemy
as
remaining.
well. Oh, damn, that was a beautiful shot on Astra. But now, oh, no, the baby. The baby, that was really kind of
Last
funny, I
round
could
in the
say.
half.
You know, dashing out and then going back to the place where the tripwire was. Really unfortunate for the baby. But yeah, NIT Capitals, the moment, I mean, since the third round, they have been capitalizing, and they did not stop doing that ever since.
The side of NIT Capitals right now are on a spree of rounds that they're bagging away from SSN Badges, and SSN Badges are finding it difficult. As you said, there's a lot of things that they can do here. Slow down the game, take attack pause, they can regroup, re-strategize and change the board, and still they're just going in for a back-to-back round. Yes, F Society gets the first kill. Rena did deal a little bit of a damage, does not confirm the kill, but they do not have anything to heal. Oh, my bad, sorry. They do have a Sky to
Here.
heal and gets back to 100 HP back online. The baby, in the meantime, is already pushed up to A main, but look at this positioning from Viper. Viper catches Slinky off guard. That's a really good kill, but in the meantime, Sova does also find one at mid towards Pizza, and that's a really good kill coming. 2 kills. Very unfortunate for the side of Team SSN Badges. They did
One
not
enemy
anticipate
remaining.
that. But Nisame, look at that race. Both of them blast packing up. But it's going to be Nisame with the ultimate getting that kill as well as the B side. But in the meantime, this whole team from NIT Capitals, not sure where they want to go. Whether they want to go to A or whether they want to go at B. They're just circling at mid. But now eventually find a side. Go to take a plant, but look at Mathu Ravi. He's already here, holding a really good angle, and very unfortunate. You should clear your angles, my friend. If you don't, you're going to be caught
Switching
off guard
sides.
multiple times, and that's what happened. And with double digits rolling in, it's going to be the second half that we'll be looking into whether SSN Badges on attack can make a comeback.
10 rounds back to back going to the favor of NIT Capitals. I mean, we were in for, like, you know, surprise, and we are being surprised, especially after the start that SSN Badges had, like a 2-0. I thought we'll be, you know, having another close game. Unfortunately, that's not the case. That's not the case in any of the games today, right? We think that's gonna happen, but then all of a sudden they switch gears and the momentum, they're just riding the momentum. But once again, this is gonna be the first round of the second half. Official round going in this round might actually, you know, confirm the game for NIT Capitals if they win it. But if SSN Badges somehow pull out this round, they did win the first official round. And nothing crazy. 1 second. Boost gets 3, almost getting the quad as well. But I think he might actually.
One enemy remaining.
He's
down.
on for the
Into the
ace. I think his team is gonna let him take it as well. His teammates have, you know, threes, and he's gonna get the kill. Nothing crazy, doing everything crazy there. What was it? What was that? 30 seconds? I think he got the round all by himself in 30 seconds. He doesn't need teammates. Teammates need him. Nothing crazy. That was absolutely beautiful to watch. All headshots with a goddamn ghost. Damn, you're a beauty.
Beautifully played and a wonderful ace to watch, and that pushes them very close to match point, just 1 point away. And look at this investment on nothing crazy for a Phantom. Putting up an ace, he deserves this Phantom, but with the gravity well coming through, he's trying to fight it off. and eventually will become vulnerable, but does manage to go out from that position. His position known, he takes up a kill. What a beautiful headshot. He's going in for a follow-up. He goes in. Oh no, very unfortunate for his team.
Spike
Again, look
down
at them.
A.
They're just lining up on the crosshair. Yes, Race finds one kill and F Society one more with the sheriff shot, but I don't think that's going to be for long as the last player surviving. Nothing crazy with a 4K. Somebody needs to put a stop on this match. On this man, and he's pushing his team to match point.
Yeah, I mean, oh my god, nothing crazy. Not just a pistol round, but also like the full buy rounds going in, the anti-eco rounds coming in. He is just dealing a lot of damage, both mentally and physically to the side of SSN badges. And I'm pretty sure NIT Capitals are going to be really, really happy with their performance right now. But you know, this might be the last round of this particular match, potentially the last round. No, the recon spots multiple players, but if Society does manage to take down one of the players, and this is going to be the man advantage for the side of SSN badges right now. I mean, it's something that we haven't seen in a really long time. But look at his position once again. He has gone with
Spike down
3.
B.
With
One enemy
Cypher
remaining.
gets one. It's all on F Society to try and clutch this one before. Actually, there's no way he can do this because he's gonna get one. He may 2, but I don't think so.
Defenders
He's gonna
win.
let Cypher get the knife kill, and that's gonna be 990 Capitals walking away with a 13-2 victory once again. A one-sided match, like 13 rounds back to back. That's just too good, man, Lucy. That's just too good.
Too good,
Hey,
I agree. The
econ
side of Team
139,
NIT
193
Capitals
இருக்கு.
were really,
Hey,
really
what?
wonderful.
நீ பக்கத்துல வச்சிருக்கடா நான் அவ்வளவு பண்ணியும்.
What a
டேய் நான் 3 வாட்டி தான்டா
this
செத்தேன் மொத்த
was.
மேட்ச்லயும்.
Oh my god, what a play coming in from NIT Capitals. NIT Capital just walked over SSN badges in this match. 13-2, nothing crazy. Like initially, he was playing with his team, nothing too crazy from him. Irony, but again, nothing too crazy from him. But eventually, when he got that confidence boost, when he had his morale high, he just went through. And anything they put across, whether it's a utility, whether it's a gun, he just make it look like it was cake, walked right through it, and tore it all apart from SSN badges. What a play. 24 kills from his end, 7 first bloods. This man was insane. But there's one more coming in for you guys. That's going to be 481 in terms of average combat score. There was no stopping, nothing crazy in this match. What a play coming in. But on the other end, the top fragger for the side of Team SSN badges was Slinky. He did try his best. We saw his utilities being used really well for his team in terms of giving information, in terms of giving healing, using his seekers as well, because of which they did win a round. But eventually you could not only rely on him because he's going to be your initiator, give you information, and that's all about it. Your duelists, your controllers needs to play an important role. But looking at the side of SSN badges, their utility and play was, I would say, kind of very similar every round. Either there was a nano swarm, either there was a star, which was a gravity well or a nebula, and the side of Team NIT Capital were just waiting for that to go through. Or if they read that there was no nano swarm there, even though if there was a nebula, they used Rena's Lear as I would say a flash, and they managed to blind the opponent and get entry into side. I think they worked their utility and gameplay really well from the side of NIT Capitals. On the side of SSN badges, maybe another day for you guys. It was not a great day for them. They did try, got only 2 rounds, but maybe it's just their first match, and maybe they can come back later.
Yeah, I mean, nothing crazy. Just went ham once again. Reina, man. Reina, as you mentioned at the start of the matches. I mean, we wanted to see some Reina mains, and we are seeing some Reina mains. He has a beautiful combat score of 481. I think the highest was a War Machine with 571 today. But, you know, he's up there.
Yep.
He's going to reach that. He's going to be contending for
kills.
that position. Yep, that was just insane, man. War Machine. But yeah, apart from that, even this Reina right now, he's gonna contend for that. He's gonna be another contender for what was that best combat score, and also the econ rating. I mean, it was okay, but the War Machine had just, oh my god, that was just insane. But apart from that, I mean, 4 matches today, Lucy. 4 brilliant matches, man. I mean, all of them were a little one-sided, but we did get to see a good fight. We did get to see some teams put up a really good fight, but at the end, that was too little, too late. So, final thoughts, Lucy, about the matches that we just witnessed.
I agree with you, Edge. I mean, both the matches were, I mean, all the 4 matches were highly intense, spiced up completely. But one of the teams, as you said, had upper hand. They just walked over another. Yes, we did see 12-6 and 12-5, 13-6 and 13-5 come through in the second and third match, but that was only those two matches. And eventually, yes, the other team, which was letting the opponent gain a couple of rounds, understood what was happening, pulled up their socks and managed to shut down the opponent and get back their victory. So, as Edge mentioned, today's four matches was kind of one-sided a little bit. Maybe the teams can start working on what they can do better. But one more thing, that the winners or the victors of today's matches, they gave a little bit of their best players and best strategies that they have in terms of agent and what they play with. So maybe the next teams that have watched them can be ready for them. So if that is going to happen, is what I'm really looking out for. What do you think, Edge?
That is definitely going to happen, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, these teams, especially the first team, what was that? DSU Panthers. I'm pretty sure they have a lot more strats in their, in their bag, and I'm pretty sure they're going to put it all out one by one. And yeah, but it's going to be interesting. I mean, we don't want to see a one-sided match, right? We definitely do not want to see one-sided matches. But yeah, but it's going to be really hard for these teams to put up a similar show moving on further into the tournament, because their gameplay is being watched by a lot of players and a lot of people as well. So that is something you got to keep in mind, and you got to keep switching things up. But the agent lineups, I mean, the agent selections and the maps, I think that might be differing as well. Not really sure. But apart from that, I think the strats are going to be different, and I think the way that they approach the game is going to be different as well, Lucy.
I agree with you, Edge. I mean, it was the best of one. It's going to be just one map. Whoever picks it might have kind of an advantage. Whoever has a better strategy or an agent lineup might have a better day. And that's what we have witnessed. It's going to be one team, or for a matter of fact, four teams in today's four matches walking away with a victory and walking closer to the phase two of the match. But until then, there's a lot more matches from more 44, or I would say 40 more teams that we have to witness, because 8 teams battle out today and there's 40 more teams that we'll be looking forward to. But that will on another day. But until then, this is going to be good game one College Esports Championship. And this is me, Lucifer, along with Edge, signing off for the day. And we'll be catching back to you guys very soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.